2, 1.
Testing.
The galaxy is gripped in fear and oppression. Under the iron fist of the Galactic Empire, countless worlds crumble beneath its might. Yet, across the stars, faint whispers speak of strange happenings and events that the Empire cannot control. Aboard the Starfang, a ragtag crew of unlikely allies struggle to survive in a galaxy ruled by tyranny. Their journey began on the decaying world of Terrace, where danger lurked around every corner, and after a hard-fought victory, they ventured to Grimoire. Seeking a home for their newfound companions, triumph was theirs, but their success has not gone unnoticed. Now the Empire moves against them. Unbeknownst to the crew, Imperial forces track their every move, determined to crush them before they can rise any further. This story begins in hyperspace, en route to Corellia. As the stars race by, the question remains, will they succeed, or will the shadows of the Empire finally catch up to them? Okay. The ship's comms flickers to life, displaying a heavily encrypted message. Lines of code cascade across the screen, blocking any immediate understanding of the transmission, and the sender's identity is obscured. But the message header reads, for Starfang eyes only. And this is where we begin. I open it up to y'all.
Okay, I'll try to decrypt the message.
Okay. How would you like to decrypt it?
Use computer check.
Okay. Roll me a use computer check.
Does a nav?
DC 30.
1 second. Let's look up YT 2000 because I'm using the ship's computer, so I should get its intelligence. But nav computer wouldn't help with this, or probably not.
Not
I
a
should.
nav computer. You do have people who can help you.
Yeah. I should get, since I'm using the ship's computer, the intelligence bonus of the ship, which is +2 to this roll. And Junk, do you want to aid me? I'll say, Junk, come here, help me with this.
Well, alrighty then.
Oh, it says
Oh.
+4 total.
The same for you, Junk. As you come up, you can see lines of code cascading across the screen, with the only readable message being for Starfang eyes only.
Okay, so let's make this roll. It's going to be +20 total. Well, 1d20 +16 +2 +2. No, not once! 30!
It means it beats it. Alrighty, I had certain protocols going on if you got it.
Oh, and I had I just want to point out the fishing for the extra bonuses paid off. So
Yes, it did. Okay, you do not get the origin of the message. I have certain things that you can get.
okay, I'll take this roll. I won't use force point.
What you're able to read next is the next line of the code, and it states Imperial agents have been spotted asking questions on Corellia. Whispers of an ISB presence are spreading. Be cautious. That's all you're able to read.
I'll say, well, guys, we're going to Nar Shaddaa. Just fucking with you, Neo.
Okay, to Nar Shaddaa we go then.
Nope, we're going to Corellia. But we have to be extra careful. I guess we'll make sure we're not followed when we go meet up with Aiden again. Do we have a way to contact Aiden? Does anybody know? Asking in character.
I don't know.
He's the one who's been contacting us. I mean, we could go back to the hangar where we originally saw his forces, but I'm not too sure that he'd want us to return there. He was pretty sketchy about introducing us to the starships that he had the first time.
Well, I mean, we have no pressing mission right now except for this capital ship. We decided to leave the entire exploration and salvaging of it to Aiden's crew, so we have to contact Aiden's crew to do that. Should we wait till he
Well,
contacts us, or
we can contact the we can contact his associate who gave us the mission to retrieve these Gamorreans and explain to him what's happened and why we no longer need his services. In the meantime, he's the one that can contact Aiden for us.
that would be 1 second. Checking my datapad. Gorvin Henro.
Now, Gorvin might not be too happy that we don't require his services anymore.
Well,
So
he paid us already. That's where that money came from that I gave you.
Yeah. So he needs some sort of proof that those warriors are headed to Tatooine.
I think
Proof
no, that was handled third party. He was contacted and let us. The Warriors are on their way, and then he paid us. They didn't need us to deliver the Warriors after all, but we cleared up the situation, and they were aware of that, so we got paid for it.
Yeah.
In any case, we can certainly visit him and explain the situation just to confirm. That way he doesn't have to hear it from a third party. He can hear it from the people he actually paid.
Which situation? The Gamorrean situation?
Well, the Gamorrean situation and the side quest that we had him working on. That way we can tell him that he doesn't need to continue, that he can save his effort.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Well, I don't want to tell him about the capital ship. I don't know if we can trust him. I don't know how
Absolutely not.
loyal
Absolutely.
or what kind of contact he is to Aiden. Do we have Aiden's comms? I'm asking out of character. My character would know that. I don't know that. Do we have Aiden's comms?
I don't think we do. If we do, it's short range. It's not long range enough to contact him across the galaxy. We don't
You
have
do.
contact over the whole
We have
planet.
Aiden's comms. Okay. So
You do have
when
Aiden's
we get to
comms.
Corellia, we can contact him via comlink. That's good.
Well, yeah, then that's good. Then we should head there, find a place to set down, and sort ourselves out a little better.
Maybe because ISP presence, that's not good. I don't have.
Now, I will tell you, you don't exactly know who the ISB are right now.
Or
Well, I'm pretty sure that given Yondo's background, Yondo's probably the only one on board this craft right now who probably knows who the Imperial Security Bureau actually is.
yeah, I'm
True.
Because
probably
of
heard
the
whispers of him
he's
as
the
a
only
smuggler.
one who would know.
Imperial intelligence. Yeah, that's interesting. They're definitely going after Aiden's cell on Corellia, but we got to contact them. So, Junk, do you know of any way to scramble comm communications?
It's not something that I've really done before.
You want to make a knowledge technology check because there is an item for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I can make a knowledge technology check.
Bingo has it actually, but it never came up.
Let's see here.
True, we might need to do that, especially if we're going to meet up with Aiden. Aiden might consider us a threat or a risk, considering what position he's in. So we need to be respectful of his situation. Calling him out of the blue might not be a good idea. We might want to go through his contact and lay low for his benefit.
Would 21 be enough to know how to scramble a message? Or encrypt or whatever?
Yes, it'd be enough to get the basics of it.
Okay, well, let me link this item. It's called a pocket scrambler. It's pretty cheap. I don't know how rare it is. I'll put it in Saga, or not in Saga Whispers.
Yeah, new item in Saga Sylvonia, a pocket scrambler. No one
Artug,
knows what this does.
Artug, are you there? I have an idea for you.
I think the Empire would allow. It's
Okay.
kind of like a VPN, kind of.
Artug, give me a perception check.
NordVPN. They have that?
Hell yeah.
Where did I put my
Nah, that's
character sheet?
point VPN.
Yeah, because it's not
Yeah.
restricted at all. It's I think you could just buy it on the open market, a pocket scrambler.
Perception. Ah, okay. Find out where that was on my sheet.
Percep-
Six. Plus.
11. Okay, hang on.
Great.
The droid next to you, Artug, begins to whir. You can hear something powering on inside of it. And next you see the photoreceptors of the droid start to cast an eerie glow across the room. Sparks fly briefly from his arm as his systems engage. He takes a single step forward towards you. Scanning current situation. Analysis. Organics present. High probability of failure.
Do I hear that?
What?
Make a perception check. Ortug does.
16. Okay.
Perception. Chung got a 30.
33.
Y'all hear the clang of the droid's footsteps on the hull of the ship.
Who turned that droid on?
Hello, friends. Need a helping hand?
How'd you turn on?
Mr. Robot?
Another bzz, and a puff of smoke erupts from his chest panel. His voice lowers, and he says, "Processing mission parameters. Probability of success increased by 47.5% with my involvement. Failure is unacceptable."
What mission?
You okay, Mr. Droid?
Permission to join the planning phase.
Yes, what mission are you talking about?
Yes.
Acknowledged. I am thrilled to serve.
Glitch is it? What
Does he
mission are you
understand what I
talking
say?
about?
He just turns and looks at you silently and goes, "Gonk."
See if you can
Mr.
get
Droid?
information out of it, Junk.
Mr. Droid, can you state mission?
He turns, looks at you, blinks a few times, as if he's trying to understand you.
Droids blink?
Well, his photoreceptor blinks.
Oh, I'm freaked out. I'm gonna back away. Like, I don't know. I don't know how droids work. They kind of freak me out, guys. Is he supposed to be turned on?
I think he turned himself on, which is a security concern for my ship.
Yeah, can they do that? I thought they couldn't do that.
I don't know.
Junk, check it out. See if
No.
he has a backup processor or something to turn on.
I mean, he has several processors.
We'll see
Mission
if he
details classified.
can...
Unauthorized inquiry detected.
Classified by whom?
Acceptable procedures include encryption protocols.
You're not making sense. Either you play nice, droid, or we're going to turn you off again.
Hey.
Potential for catastrophic failure now increased to 87.2%.
What mission?
What?
I think the droid has overheard our conversation and wants to perhaps assist us in scrambling our communications so that we can have safer communications with those that we find on Corellia, including Aiden.
Recommendation: I can encrypt your message. Shall I begin?
Junk will look at the captain.
Sure. Well, what do you have, a built-in pocket scrambler or something?
He walks up to the computer and
Are you sure that you want a malfunctioning droid accessing your ship's systems, Captain?
Oh, let's let him do it for now. Let's see what he's doing. I'm watching him like a hawk.
I'm typing in double negative here. Mission succeeds.
Succeeds. Succeeds.
He turns, tilts his head, and watches you, Captain. Message encrypted.
What message did you crypt? I'll look, see what he did.
It's just lines of code again.
Oh, you took the message we unencrypted and re-encrypted it. Oh, very helpful. Thank you.
That was the message that we received, Mr. Droid.
Do you want me to decrypt it?
Yes.
He turns around again.
Junk will help him since we've already decrypted it once.
It's fun. Success. Message decrypted. Origin, Corellia.
I'll look at the
Ah.
message. Is it any more information?
Yes, just a second here. Yes, there is subtle. In the message, there is activity around the warehouse district, including the name of a supply depot near Coronet City that's been visited by undercover agents.
What's the name?
It's just says supply depot and it gives you coordinates.
That might
Visited
be
by
a place we
undercover agents.
probably avoid.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe we can pass this info along to Aiden.
Well, would Aiden be the one sending us this information?
I'll double check with them.
Message originated from a warehouse in the warehouse district.
And that's Aiden's
Maybe
base.
it's from Aiden telling us not to land in Coronet City.
The warehouse in the warehouse district, that's Aiden's base.
Yes, he may be telling us specifically not to land in that location.
Well, I was asking out of character because I would know the coordinates.
Yes, the last time I took y'all into the warehouse district, and his base is in a warehouse.
Okay.
Right, so we should probably park in public port, and then maybe send a encrypted message, or maybe just a ping to Aiden, although he might notice us landing anyways. I'm not good with all this subterfuge stuff.
What would it take to
I'll
send an encrypted message from my ship? Can I do that from my ship?
Not with the devices you currently have. However, you do
We-
seem to have a droid that is able to encrypt messages.
Glitch, can you encrypt a message for me?
Message parameters.
Send it to the one that sent this message and say message received.
Unable.
Why is that?
This message has no original sender.
So it was just sent on broadband in hopes that we'd find it.
Well,
Well, if Glitch can
It's in
encrypt
storage.
messages, that's a useful. Can you encrypt comlink messages?
If I have both frequencies,
Well,
Okay. Well, here's my
alright.
frequency. I give it to Glitch, and here's Aiden's frequency on there. Can you encrypt a message between these two comms?
success probability 72%.
I like those odds.
Yeah.
Junk, see if you can help him with it.
yeah. Look, I can try to help you, Mr. Droid.
Message parameters.
We're sending a message now.
Well, probably for when we do land, since it is short range.
Say,
Probably smart.
say, Aiden, it is Captain Awesome. We are on planet. Where do you want to meet?
We might want to be a little bit more cryptic than that.
Okay. It is Captain A. Where do you want to meet?
Captain A?
A for awesome.
Is that the final message?
The final message is A, comma. This is Captain A, comma. Where do you want to meet? Question mark. That's the final message. All of that. No more.
Hmm.
Did you get that, Glitch?
He turns around and starts playing on the computer. Well, not playing, but he starts typing into the computer.
Oh, what is he doing? I'm going to watch him.
Okay, typing in the message.
You can send a message from my ship to his comms?
Well, he probably
He
needs in order.
attempts to encrypt the message, but suddenly his hand jerks and sparks fly from his arm. Encryption in
Oh.
progress, he announces. But suddenly a loud crack is heard from his internal systems, followed by a series of garbled static. And then, error, encryption failed. Bzz, bzz. And his photoreceptor flicks wildly.
Drunk, take him in the back. See if you can fix him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Let's open you up and see what's causing you to crackle.
Yeah, maybe we'll take a trip to Mechas 3 when we have downtime and get all the droid parts you need to get them working operational again.
Yeah.
I tried. System malfunction.
Right.
That's all right. We'll buy a
Interrupted.
pocket
Incomplete.
scrambler. Junk, you told me about that, right? The pocket scrambler.
Yeah.
We'll buy that. Yeah. We can get it in the general market when we're on Corellia.
He turns to you, Junk, and gives a shrug and says, "Guess we'll need to try that again, huh?"
Well, yeah, I guess.
I may have miscalculated. There may be a small issue.
What's that?
An issue with what, Mr. Troy?
The encryption of the message.
What's the issue?
Well, not quite sure. I can correct it though. Maybe we can reroute the signal to a secure frequency.
Was your
Maybe.
droid always this elegantly talkative?
Well, only sometimes.
Well, it's obvious that you need to at least run a core diagnostic on this. I don't know much about droids, but they don't normally spark and smoke in normal operation.
Well, to
No
be
offense.
fair, I did make an amalgamation of like several different droids
Yeah.
Could be some
and,
feedback. It could be
old droids at that.
true. It looks like your droid needs an upgrade to something a little bit more stable.
Right. Hey, So,
Lamb, give me a perception check.
so, do you want to try to encrypt a message again, and then we could take you back into the back, and I can run some diagnostic.
No
Don't
need.
worry about it, Lamb. You're fine.
No need. We'll just buy that pocket scrambler and contact A when we're on Corellia.
Yes, I don't. I think we shouldn't strain the droid. The droid obviously needs some repairs. And besides, we probably want to get a lay of the land in the area that we're going to.
I am going to set password encrypt my computer to only recognize a master password every time it gets used.
If
So
you're going to try that, it's going to be a DC 35,
can
as
I
you
Yeah.
don't
get
have
help?
anything to encrypt with.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just
You can
basically
get help
setting
for
like
junk, yeah.
I'm
1 second.
basically going into the operating system and setting it to make a password that only I know to use. Like I can password lock my computer, right?
Yes, you can password lock it. You will still need to use computer check. I will lower it because you're just adding a password. And what the repercussions of it is, if anyone else tries to use it, it'll make it unfriendly to them.
Okay. Yeah, because I
But
don't
you
trust
can't
Glitch.
permanently lock someone out of a computer system in Star Wars.
Yeah, you can with a password.
Everybody's a hacker and slicer, and good luck.
You can do it. It's just not as defensible as we think.
Well, I definitely want to set a password if I have to
Nothing.
already. So, okay, use
Yeah,
computer
no.
check. Roll 1d20 plus 16 plus 2. I'll have Junk help me with it. 2 for the computers or the ship's intelligence. 6. Okay, there we go. 24.
I would say you're shy one.
I'll use a 4 point, so I get it. I have 4 left. Okay, for this session because I'm going to get more next session.
Oh, so make you burn them today.
Might as well.
Okay.
They don't carry over.
Y'all let me know when you're ready to continue. We're still on your ship. We can play around on the ship a little more if y'all want to talk, or we can begin descent.
Okay, so
Well, before we land on a planet,
I'm gonna
Ortug,
pull. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You go.
Ortug, I need to talk to you if you have some time. It's a warrior matter.
You muted Monty. And Monty's
I think-
AFK.
Okay, we can
And,
do that another time.
Okay.
and Junk, if you want to mess with Glitch, we can do that right now.
Hold on. I want to pull Junk aside away from Glitch and tell her the master password I just set because I trust my crew. I don't touch Glitch. And explain that. I'll say that in character. Here's the master password. I trust you. I don't touch Glitch. Don't tell Glitch.
Okay. I got that. Oh, you lucky devil. You're lucky I'm rolling low right now.
So, Jadunk, do you say anything to that?
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Okay, well, I pulled you aside. I locked the master password on the ship's computer, and I'm telling you the master password away from Glitch. And I told you, I trust you. I don't trust Glitch. Do not tell Glitch this password.
Okay,
You can agree to that?
I guess.
Okay.
Oh no!
That's not even for y'all. Don't worry about that. That's something for the DM, but
Okay.
that doesn't help me at all.
Okay. And I'll pull Rowan aside and say, if you ever need to use computer, here's the master password. I trust you. I don't trust Glitch. I've already told Junk this password too. I don't think there's a need to tell Ortug. I don't think you would know what to do with the computer, anyways.
Probably eat it.
Well, you never know.
So just don't
Ortug
tell
is
Glitch the
smarter
password.
than average Mormon, to be sure. Speaking of which, before we go on to the streets of Corellia, Coronet City, is it? That's where we're going?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I still have reservations.
Yeah, what's there to eat in this place?
I believe
Oh,
that this
there you
message
are.
was intended for us.
Sorry,
And the
Hudson.
only
These
and the only
dishes.
one attempting to contact us is Aiden. He's definitely warning us away from him because of the Imperial Security Bureau presence.
Well, that's why
What do
we're
you
going to
know
buy a
about them?
pocket scrambler and contact them with encrypted comms.
True, and that is a good move. But you need to tell us what you know about the Imperial Security Bureau. You seem to know something about them. I
What's
don't have.
this? Just their Imperial intelligence, you know. I don't know too much. Is there a galactic lore check I can make?
That's a good question. Yeah, there's a galactic lore check. You can
What
make
does?
it, but it's something new to the galaxy.
Okay, I don't like. My character
However,
might know, but I don't know. Like, I don't know as a player what's going on with that.
however, well, that general rule is if you don't know, your character doesn't know. But I will remind you of something else. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up here. I'm going back up to the top. Imperial agents have been spotted asking questions on Corellia. That first line. Imperial agents have been spotted asking questions.
Yeah,
The
Imperial
next
agents.
line, the next line is whispers of an ISB presence are spreading.
Oh,
So
so
let's say
ISP is different from Imperial agents.
yes.
Okay. Well, we can
I
deduce
will
that.
remind you. I will remind you of that. Take it
Uh,
as however you want. I'm gonna let you play it as you would know. If you don't know anything yet, then yeah, you don't know anything yet.
Well, can my character make
Right.
a roll and learn some information for me as a player?
On the ISB, the problem is it's not really lore. It's current.
Oh,
It's
okay.
something that's going to come out in the next year or so.
So it's something that's new to the lore that he would not have had in his background.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, I
the
don't know what the
ISB in this
ISB is.
timeline. In this timeline, the ISB is being established.
It's
Okay,
being established
I'll
right
say that in character. I
yeah,
don't know what this ISB is, but clearly from the message, it's different from the Imperial agents.
I will give you some background off of the table. The Inquisitors are pretty much out. The ISB is in. That's where we are.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is a new agency built by the Empire. It sounds extraordinarily dangerous then.
What do you think ISB stands for?
I'm not sure. Imperial Science Bureau, perhaps? But that doesn't
Science
make any
Bureau or
sense.
Security Bureau?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
I will give you one last piece of information. Why was this message encrypted and made secret? Why would it be sent to you in this manner?
It has to be. It has to be a warning. It's really the only explanation. If it's a new Imperial agency, and we're being warned about this personally, the only contacts that we've had recently are other agents of the Empire, and it couldn't be them. So this couldn't have come from Gamor. It came from Coronet City. It has to be Aiden or a representative.
Yeah, you
At
see
least
this warehouse in the warehouse district? That's Aiden's base, I think.
Yes. The most logical explanation is that it is Aiden or an agent of his warning us not to come to that location directly because questions are being asked. We could unintentionally lead this new agent right to him.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
you
want
are
to
correct in setting up.
encrypt our comms with a pocket scrambler, and then contact Aiden. Hopefully, he has a pocket scrambler, and then go from there.
Well, we de-encrypted his message, even though it was encrypted. So perhaps that was a test of skill on his part as well, or
Right.
another layer of safety. We can certainly do the same.
All right. Okay, so the only thing left to do is get to Corellia, buy the pocket scrambler, and contact Aiden.
Well, before we set foot on Corellia in those uncertain circumstances, I need a moment or two with Ortug. There are some things that I need to test. It won't be long.
Sure.
Well, I
You
need
want it in
to.
private, or can I join the conversation?
Well, you could.
Sure,
It
I'll come
doesn't
along.
really matter. But Ortug among us is the most experienced in hand-to-hand combat. That is why I need Ortug's expertise,
I did backflip punch a droid to death.
which is extraordinarily unusual.
I think
Novice.
it was more luck than anything. I was just showing off. I don't know what came over me.
Well, while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna take Mr. Troyd and run some diagnostics and see about patching things up on him.
Yeah, he's welcome to come with us. You're welcome to bring him along as long as he's behaving and not sparking everywhere and listening to orders. Then he's welcome to follow along.
Right. So
Well,
When
let's
I
just
fight,
not
I get hungry. And when I'm hungry, I want to fight.
true. So we need to be well fed and well rested. It's a good thing that we've had a few days in hyperspace aboard the Starfang. Thank you, I say to the captain.
You're welcome, but I want you to consider this a home away from home. I don't know. You don't really have a home anymore. Would you consider this your home?
For the time being, it will have to be.
Yeah. And we're gonna next downtime we get, I promise I'm going to repair the ship fully and get proper beds in again because those fucking Mandos took everything.
True, I may not be much help as I've been injured. That's why I need your help, Ortug.
Do you want some salve or something?
No, what I need from you, if someone can translate, Ortug, you understand some basic, yes?
Oh, yeah.
My arm is dead, as with my good arm I'm pulling off the combat glove, which means that this is useless, and I'll have to get another one for my other hand. What I need is to test out one of my maneuvers. It's partially reliant on balance, so I'll need your help in seeing exactly what to do with this arm.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Just rush you and you gotta do some cool flips?
No, we'll need some space and some potential targets for me to strike at. But I need your watchful eye to help determine exactly where I'm going wrong.
You
Over the
know, I
past few
could
days, I've
if
been-
if if I get a proper diagnostic machine, I could have a better look at it. Maybe I'll be able to do some surgery on it.
perhaps, but based upon the forced meditation that I've undergone, the injury seems to be permanent.
Hmm. Well, it did cut a nerve cluster. That's true.
It's certainly better than death. As I walk past Ortug, If you
We
can
can
set up
always
some
we can always amputate and give you a robot arm.
as I look back with wide
So-
eyes and a gaunt expression, I don't think that will be necessary.
Now, let's see what's best. What we're gonna do? You're gonna rush me, and we're gonna have some practices. You know, that's the best way to know for you and for me. All right. So I hold my arm so you come at me. See what you got.
So I light my lightsaber and I turn the dial. Jedi lightsabers can be tuned to training mode. It will sting, but it won't do any damage, and it certainly won't carry through, or at least it won't carry through enough to do any real damage. Problem, as I take my fighting stance, and the problem is, with my lightsaber lit, as I light it and hold it in front of Orta, I use my back arm to assist with balance. Now I can no longer do that. And in some of the strikes that I have, including the whirlwind strike, where I can attack everything around me, I no longer have the balance necessary, throwing my aim off.
That's a problem.
So I was hoping,
There's a problem.
since you and your kind are experts at hand-to-hand combat, I was hoping that you had a suggestion.
Hmm. Well, I suppose you could wear some sort of heavy glove and just kind of tie your arm behind your back or something. Where does it? So you can't move it at all, eh? From what point?
Ortug, don't you mean you suggest you hold it by the glowy bit and bash him with the hard bit?
Oh, I'm working into that.
Or tug alone. Let him talk.
Where's
I
your
can stop
arm? Where does
translating
the injury
this.
start?
Well, the
Yeah.
wound has healed as much as it can as I pull my robes aside. It's here, on my right shoulder, right at the root. Everything below this is numb. It's dead weight. I'm unable to use it at all.
You can still flail it around. But
Well, true, but I can't control it, and I certainly can't use it for. Well, I could use it for momentum if I could get it moving, but it would be dead weight.
Ooh,
It's
true.
not something that's under my control.
No. So at that point, I would wear some heavy gauntlets on your wrist and have it behind your back, so it's kind of like weighing, and so you don't topple over. It's like putting a weight on a hook, you know?
True, but it would
For it to
also reveal an obvious weakness.
well, maybe. I mean, if you keep in your robes, and it's just people are gonna guess oh man, what's he gonna do? He's only going with one arm. You know, once he takes out his other, he grips the lightsaber with two hands. That means he means business. He's so confident he doesn't need. He's just batting aside he's fencing. You know, it's all fancy. A lot of that. You could come in being a lot more confident. Even fake confidence can throw people off. You know, that's what I would think. If someone was using one arm against me.
True.
But it's
So
so
what I
nerving.
do now is probably to spar with you, if you're willing, that is.
Oh yeah.
Well, if there's a way that you can fight me in a non-lethal way, you use your fists, don't you?
Yeah.
And that's your main method of attack. I'm certain that I could take a
Oh
blow
yeah. Yeah.
if necessary.
I'm not gonna disembowel you. Don't worry. We're all friends here.
All right then. Then let's spar.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Roll for
in a
initiative.
negative to everything right now. DM,
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm taking a -2 to all of my melee skills.
Yes.
Does that include melee
Damn, I
defense?
did that wrong.
Yes, as it's something. It's an injury. Offense, defense. If it involves your lightsaber, yes.
Okay.
This is something that is going to affect you.
Lovely.
Now, there is
I'm going to look at
solutions
it.
available.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, I already
And
gave
that's-
him one.
I know.
Very Star Warsy.
I'll give you my initiative, Monty. My initiative is 22.
Who's going first?
But I'm not going to attack. I'm going to prepare or block yours. That's what I need to find out. I need to know. I need to get advice from the Gamorrean.
Yeah, I guess I translated the entire conversation because he doesn't speak basic too well. Well, he has he understands basic really well. It's just speaking it is hard for Gortug.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry I don't know you well enough. But strike if you can.
All right.
And I'll try to deflect. I'll try to block your blow. I need to know. Scoot that R to left one. Uh-oh. Yep. I'm gonna get hit. Go ahead, do the damage.
Well, instead of like full on punching you, I just like open my hands are open at the last second. I shove you to the ground.
Oh,
So I don't. I'm not actually trying to kill the.
As I, roll, realizing
Too
suddenly
slow.
I can't roll back immediately even to a kneeling position because I would use my back arm to brace, and my back arm is gone. So I'll wind up flopping onto that shoulder and ow!
Hold
And that
on.
doesn't.
Don't you have the force? I ask.
Yes, but the force can't be used in a constant manner. Well,
Wait, I was thinking
capable
maybe you can if
of.
maybe you can use the force as some kind of shield or something. Is that possible?
I'm glad you asked that. It's one of the things that I've been studying. Once I realized that my arm is gone, I started meditating on some of the things that I was taught in the academy, but haven't used for a very long time.
Yeah, because if the force can replicate kinetic energy, it can also replicate electromagnetism and the fields it produces. That's how force fields are made.
I'm not exactly sure whether this is an energy field that is normal, or whether it is the energy field of the force itself.
Zach.
But that I could attempt. Ortug, observe. And I don't need a -2 to this to activate force shield. And it's a 21, so that means
That passes.
it does, and I get the SR10. How does this look to Ortug and the rest of the crew when I activate it? Because
That's up to
I've
you.
never seen this in combat before.
That's up to you.
Yeah, how do you want it to look?
I think that it's the same, like bits of energy in a spherical cage, like running along the iron filing lines of a magnetic field in a sphere around me, the same color as my lightsaber. That's what I
So you
think.
went super.
Is it transparent?
So you went Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is that roll a use the force check?
Yes.
Do another one.
Stop messing with me.
Yeah. No.
We're doing this.
He doesn't
Do
need his
another.
hand to use the force.
He doesn't need his hand.
And this is much
But
better.
Something is interfering with your connection to the Force.
What's that something?
Oh, I can't describe that. That's cheating.
Well, I do know that ever since my injury, my ability to interact with the Force has been more distant. I can still do these things, but I don't have the innate connection with the Force that I used to.
Did he summon the shield?
Does this force field affect your blows? Or tug? Can you test it?
My use of Force check had nothing to do with his shield.
Okay.
It was for something else.
I can test it.
I'll try to block again if your blow succeeds. I certainly don't want to meet the floor again.
What does it shield if he rolls a 24?
Well, I have SR 10 on this.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
invisible
it affects the damage roll. So Ortog rolled damage.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're taking 4. No, wait, that's yours. I'm sorry.
Warthog's gonna hit me again because I failed to block.
Doug's just whooping your ass.
Warthog's
Okay,
gonna
so it
whip
is
my
like that,
ass.
Kip. Okay.
It is like that.
Slap you.
Right.
Yeah, I just slap you now, you know.
No, you have to roll damage
Get
because he has a
slapped.
shield up. You have to see if it breaks the shield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, test your full might against the shield.
Oh, okay.
We need to know how this works. It's a new ability. We should all know how it works.
Oh.
So 2 damage.
This is
Okay,
what
so you
I'll
do
picture.
get slapped.
Shooting at them so they could smuggle a group of people.
Okay, Monty, where do you hit me? You can call your shot. Where do you want to hit me?
Slap you.
But then
Just like I
kids
said.
showed up and
Okay.
hands are in the air. Good luck.
Well,
It's not as dramatic as the other one, as the first one.
You're
Like,
right.
was. This is
The
like this
first of
one.
a few, I
Just get
believe.
slapped.
But what you do notice is that your arm slows down as it moves through the shield. You still get me though, and a couple of drops of blood spurt out of my mouth. Ugh. More spit than anything, but
Some
still.
remote area, and you know they're.
You were supposed to go across the room. What
smuggling
the
people
hell was
through,
that?
They spot
How did
them,
you do
they
that?
Shoot them, so there's no way.
Well, the shield slows down things that come through it, and it helps to deflect energy bolts as well. I'm not going to ask you to shoot me unless you want to put your weapon on stun, Captain.
I'll put it on stun.
Oh God. You sound like a
Oh,
bunch
no.
of psychopaths, just so you know.
Okay.
He's like, I can dodge this. Fails twice, and now the third time, you can shoot me now.
Yeah, I reduce my weapon to stun, and I
Oh,
say,
good.
"What's that over there?" And I point behind Rowan. Do you look?
Well, I'm not really sure. It's like, why are you testing me like this? And I do
No.
try. But
Here's
I'm
what
not
we do.
I fire.
Here's what we do. Hang on. Here's what we do. I'm gonna step in here. You're gonna roll me a deception.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Roll deception against my 24 will defend. Your DC is 24. You fool
15.
me? No, but I look anyway. Just
I-
cautiously.
I shoot you when you look.
It's gonna make me flat-footed. Reflex defense of 23.
Okay. Let me double check. Ranged weapon is plus 10.
I'm not a Jedi anymore. I'm a Phoebe. Everybody's knocking me around.
18.
18 against 23. That will still not hit me.
Okay.
Well, why don't you aim against the shield instead of me?
Okay. I'll shoot shield.
Okay.
I'll shoot my own guy again.
26.
Okay.
Here I go shooting again.
Roll some damage. Stun damage.
Okay. I believe it is. What is it? It's a heavy blaster, so that's 3d8 plus 4. Roll. 18 damage.
Reduced by 10.
No, it's
So it's
reduced
going
by
to do.
5 because Ortug broke your shield last time. It follows the normal shield rules.
Oh, yeah. So that'd be 15. So, yeah, I'm going to take a knee. So, yeah, that did hurt. As
You
I
want me to
regain,
do some quick surgery on you to make you feel better?
my standings. We'll do that when we land, yes. But there is something that I want to show you.
Yeah, sure.
With my stand exactly where you are, or tug too. I want you to describe to me how this feels. Cause as I lift my lightsaber, I close my eyes and expand the do I need to use a force point here since this is a demonstration?
No, I won't require that right now.
Is that a force technique?
Well, the shield is getting bigger and is about to touch the both of you.
Mechanically, because I didn't see that on force shield. Where are you getting that from?
I'm using a force point to expand the shield to include you. To include you and Ortug in it.
Is that on
This
force shield?
shield,
Because I didn't see it there.
yeah.
Force
It's something.
shield.
Oh yeah, it's something I can do.
You can spend a force point to increase the force shield rating by 5.
Yes, and also spend a force point to protect you and all adjacent allies. So right now, the shield is expanding toward you,
I'm not
Ortug, as
seeing
well.
that on the wiki. Honestly, I'm not seeing that on the wiki. I don't see that on the wiki. That's why I'm confused.
We'll hash that out in a bit. I'm interested. I'll allow it.
It's
Is that on
generating.
your Excel sheet or something?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's not on the wiki.
We'll look it up post game.
Yeah. But I expanded it enough so that the shield touches you, if you allow it.
Sure.
In which case, DM, you'll have to describe what this feels like. I have no idea.
Feels
It's
like
an energy.
warmth spreading, entering my hand and spreading over me.
No, it's
I would say
telekinetic.
it's
That's what I
more.
know.
It's more that tingly sensation. You know, when your hand falls asleep and you start to move it, it starts to tingle. Kind of like that.
Okay.
That pins and needle feeling as it wakes up.
Okay, it's improved force shield that does this. I do not have that ability. So
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You do
yeah,
for the moment.
yeah,
We'll work on it.
yeah. We'll do that later. But it will collapse. I'm trying to work on this so that my abilities will be more useful to you. The other thing that I can do that I've relearned, I used a couple of things back there when we were trying to avoid those droids in the compound of the matron. You weren't there, but Junk knows. Junk's off working with the droid. I can use my abilities to run along walls. I mean, straight down and straight up to change position quickly. I also have this new force shield, and I have relearned something uncomfortable that I need to share with you. That way, when I do it, you can play along. I've relearned a technique called the Jedi mind trick. The Force has a powerful effect on the weak minded. And it means, as I'm looking between Ortug and Captain Awesome, that it means that those who are disconnected from the Force and have weak willpower, that I can deflect their minds to have them do something else that is not harmful to them, but that might deflect attention away from us.
Here, try it on me. I have this data pad. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm not gonna hand it to you under any circumstances. Now try to make me hand it to you. I want to see how this works.
Well, that's simple. As I take my, I still have the lightsaber lit, but I'll wave it in front of him like a hypnotic beam, and I'll say to him, in order to test that, you need to put the data pad down first.
Okay, make a check. Nope, that does not beat my will defense.
But does he feel it?
Let me look up mind trick because I think if you fail, they might know. Mind trick.
This is an important thing. That's why I'm going over this.
Uh,
If we have new capabilities amongst the crew, Captain, we need to have them shared so that we know how to best assist each other and to place each other in the best positions to succeed. Even though my combat skills have obviously been, and thank you, Ortug, for proving that, I do have other abilities now that might make the difference. These are things that I was uncomfortable using before.
it doesn't
But
say one way or the other. It says if you pass, it does say the target won't realize later what they did is unacceptable, but it does not say if you fail if they. You know what? I don't. Going from movie canon. Remember when he was like to the junk dealer? You know, 50 credits is enough or whatever. And he was like, no, it's not. And I don't think he was aware he was using the force on him. So I don't think you are aware that you're using the force on him.
does a 22 meter beat?
Uh, let's see. Will
Is a
defense
22 enough?
23. 23.
Ah, rats. I was hoping that you'd put that down. But your will is stronger than average. So that's actually good for you to know.
Yeah, I guess it is. Sorry it didn't work.
No, don't worry about it. I'm learning to try to accept my limitations. Even though I am stronger than I was before, I will have to use my other abilities, like pushing people to the ground, which worked wonderfully on those droids, if you remember.
Hmm.
In the heat of combat, that's probably what helped to save us. And Junk's expertly thrown grenade.
Right.
Which reminds me, if we're going to operate with grenades, it's Junk that should have them.
And me. I'm pretty good with grenades.
Junk is better.
But an okay person with grenades and a better person with grenades, we both can have grenades.
I'm going to
Fair.
step in here to transfer to a scene
Okay.
Sure.
as you two continue to argue this out. We're going to go to Junk, if you're here.
Yep.
So we're going to say you've taken Glitch down to your I'm going to call it engineering bay, whatever you want to call it, shop, engineering bay.
Workshop.
Yeah.
We're there. How do you want to start this, Junk? What do you want to do?
All right. Well, first let's take a look inside. See what things are grinding against each other.
Everything is fine. All systems are functioning within normal parameters.
Well, you know, suddenly sparking it out is not ideal.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Uh, like, was it a specific area that was sparking when he was sparking out?
His right arm and shoulder connection.
All right. Let me just open you up there. Take a look.
Okay.
Mechanics. Oh, wait.
Make a roll.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, you're going to roll higher than what anything else is, but pretty much as long as you don't roll a 1.
Let me get my roll. There we go. Copy and then paste. 38.
Oh, yeah. What you notice is the wrong gauge of wire used on his shoulder. Seems to be causing an overload. And that's what happens is buildup of current in the wire, and it seems to overload and exasperate outward.
Does Junk have anything on hand without taking apart the ship, of course, to kind of fix that?
Yeah, you could fix it. Pretty easy fix. You just need to replace the wire.
Yeah. Here, let me take care of this wire here. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't have anything better on hand when I did build you up. Let me know if anything hurts or anything. Yeah.
Permission to access primary battery.
The primary battery.
He just gives you a little nod.
Oh, you're operating off a secondary battery right now.
Nods again.
Yes. Remember that she had kind of disconnected the primary battery. She'll kind of reach in, replug the cables and such. There we
And
go.
as you plug it in, his arm sparks again. Just
Okay. She'll pull the plugs back. Let's wait a second. Let me replace this wiring. Go replaces the wiring. Okay. Now, she'll tentatively start replug the main battery back in.
as you do, his photoreceptors turn blue.
You all right, Mr. Droid?
All parameters are functioning.
Functioning with it in reason or fully functioning?
A reboot might be necessary.
Yeah, probably. I do want to kind of take a scan of your core, make sure. Well, I know it's gotta be a bit of a mess in there, but just to make sure that everything's gonna be operating as expected. That's all right, Mr. Droid?
Everything is within operational parameters.
Right. Can you specify the operational parameters? Because I don't know which parameters you're operating off of.
My frame is operating at an 82.7% efficiency.
Right. That's because you're basically like 3, maybe 4 different old droids. Now, we need to get you some better parts and some. Well, I guess less of a mismatch of all sorts of different things. Because you're part pit droid, part uh, I think some sort of assault battle droid type thing, and I can't remember what the third droid type
Protocol
was.
droid.
Yeah, protocol.
Mission parameters updated. Assassination mode updated.
Uh, 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 no assassinating. No. Belay assassination order.
There are no current assassination orders.
All right. Hey.
Would you like me to assassinate somebody?
No, no assassinating. Look, if we need a target taken care of, then we will discuss. Okay.
I don't know. The captain is suspicious.
Everybody is suspicious.
Yes.
I mean, heck, I'm suspicious myself.
Power core is operating at 150% efficiency.
Whoa!
Oh, that might be because you're using the main and your secondary at the same time. Correct?
Would you like me to switch to the primary?
Yes. Let's switch to the primary. And yeah. Yeah.
Power core operating at a 101% efficiency.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So, Mr. Droid, we are since you are operational, we will allow you to accompany us. However, we 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 do need to make sure that you will operate with us, and to if you start wandering off on your own, other people will get the wrong idea.
Previous mission accomplished.
Now, what was your previous mission?
Data is classified.
Uh, well, am I not labeled as? I hate using the word, but am I not registered as master?
Unauthorized user detected.
Ah,
Whoa!
sorry. Look.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yes.
This is
But
not going well.
look, as a your I guess rebuilder, doesn't that make me at least a little privy to certain mission parameters?
Hmm. Roll persuasion.
Ooh. I don't have good persuasion.
That's what force points are for.
Is a 19 enough?
We're
Or
going to
do
find out. You're rolling against me. Yes.
Yay! The power of logic.
Your logic is impeccable. Please define your query.
I would like to be made aware of your mission parameters, and also if if we, uh, if possible, I would like to know what your previous completed mission was.
There are no current mission parameters.
Mm-hmm. in this previous mission that you have stated as completed?
Defend registered user.
And I am the current registered user, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, good.
You still want me to assassinate somebody?
No, no, no. it, if we get into a battle, then I hate using the word assassinate. It if we are engaged in combat, then you may initiate combat protocol. However, you will defer to my orders in combat. If I order a retreat or to leave somebody or to leave like a combatant alive, you will defer to me.
Will you be performing the operational scan now, or will you prefer a personal inspection?
DM, as I am an idiot.
Do you want to use a scanner, or do you want to put your hands on it?
Okay. I think Junk is a little hands on. Hey, Gloria. Oh, careful, Gloria. Come on. There
Give
we go.
me a mechanics check
Yeah.
to see if you can get into his chest cavity.
Yeah. Hey, Gloria. Gloria decided to join me up here on the couch.
You should
I'll give you
tell
a
him to
plus. I'll give
assassinate
you
the
a
Emperor.
+1. I'll give you a +1 for Gloria joining you.
Hell yeah.
You should tell him to assassinate the Emperor.
I would not tell that droid that right now.
Is a 29 enough?
You
Or
do.
do I?
That is enough. So
Okay.
you reach into his chest cavity,
Thank you, Gloria.
and you can kind of feel the core systems, and you push your fingers past some wires and components. You brush against something. It's cold and smooth, angular shape. It's not something you felt in him before.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, you're definitely gonna. Thank
It's
you
the
for
mask.
posting that. By the way, Zax, that's gonna come in very handy today.
It's the mask, isn't it?
I can't tell you what it is.
I think I know what it is.
Are you going to touch it?
Are you gonna
Well,
touch the thing? Don't touch the thing!
Touch it.
The
touch
thing is, Junk doesn't know what it is.
You don't.
Yeah.
You have no clue what this is.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't even
touching
know
it.
what this is! Don't touch
All
it!
right.
Yeah.
You can barely reach it. You can feel the edges of it, but there's a sense of dread crawling up your spine. The surface is cold and metallic, but its shape is wrong. It's not something that was designed for this type of machine. Do you want to try to grab it?
Just do it.
Yeah. Let's grab the icky thing.
Okay, good. There is a whisper as you reach, as your fingers tend to wrap around just the tip of it.
You bastard!
Join us. You will be mine. And that voice echoes faintly in your mind. Your heart starts to race. Something is with you in that room right now.
That being spooked, she's gonna do blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the player is just going to completely fumble everything and bite their tongue.
You still gonna keep your hand and glitch
no.
his chest cavity?
You gonna pull it out?
No, she's gonna first. She's gonna let go and be like, glitch scan of the room.
To which Glitch will activate and scan the room. We are alone.
Okay. She's gonna kind of glance around as well, just for her own peace of mind.
Well, have you pulled your hand out of his chest cavity?
She has let go of the thing.
Okay.
She's still.
As you let go, the chill disappears. There's no voices. Nothing else is calling to you.
Yeah,
You
she
have
let
no
go.
idea what that was.
Yeah, she had let go before she had Glitch do a scan.
Oh yeah, there's nothing in the room. You feel nothing. Everything's back to normal. You have no idea what that was.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a panic attack.
Glitch, what is the foreign object inside you?
Foreign object. He kind of tilts his head and just kind of looks you up and down.
There was something inside your core. It's
Would you like me to perform a scan?
Yes, please.
He stands there for a moment. You can hear his gears kind of turning inside. Kind of just blinks a few minutes. His eyes flicker. There's a faint buzz. Scanning. Negative. No foreign objects detected. All systems are fully functional.
Okay, let's try this from a different angle. Okay. But players trying to find the correct words for what I want to say. Provide content list of core area, or something along those lines. Junk would have the better words for it.
I'm sorry. Define parameters?
Yes, Gloria, you're cute. I know. But provide list of objects and parts inside and around the core casing.
You know, let me go through the fucking parts list of this damn thing.
Well, like
fuck are my parts list?
Look, she has an idea of like what she put. Yeah. Oh, Zach's just realized what Junk touched.
One telescopic probe. One magnetic projectile. One internal comm leak. One compartment space. Secondary battery. Personality download. Remote starship starter. Specialized subprocessor. Technician battle computer. Improved sensor package. Courier compartments. One hidden holster. One high-speed cutting torch and welder. One multi-spectrum searchlight. One scomp link. One survival kit. One taser.
State contents of containers.
Compartments are empty. Would you
Well-
like to perform a physical inspection?
Well, see, I. You're right. Junk has no balls. She's a coward. Uh, uh,
I like how Junk, even after this many sessions, we have not finalized Junk's gender yet.
She's a she.
yeah, Junk is a she. No, nobody's really confirmed that or anything.
No, she's wearing all her gear.
Yeah,
She's junk. That's fine.
junk is junk. That's all it is.
Let's do something else. Give me another mechanics check, as I'm going to give you some more information about Glitch.
Do I still have a +1 from Gloria?
No, I'm gonna make this one rough on you, as
Oh,
this will tie in. This will tie into something beyond my campaign.
sorry, Gloria. You're not helping me this time. Oh no,
That's a nat 1.
that's a nat 1.
Oh, you're not going to notice this.
Okay. We
Okay,
don't know.
I'm going to tell you off the table, because
Okay.
there's somebody here that needs to know. Glitch has built-in armor.
Is it Prac armor?
It is Mandalorian steel.
Ah.
Beskar? He's got internal Beskar?
Damn.
What kind of friggin' droid is it? Where did you find him?
On terrorists.
Yeah, I know that.
I
Now we
built
know
him
some
out of a
nothing
box of
after that bullshit.
scraps in a cave.
You'd be better off just scrapping him and building a droid that actually listens to you.
Yeah, after this point.
Really? No? I mean, I gave you a lot of good stuff with him now. Even y'all were like, damn, he has all this. That's some of his stuff. I'm going to give you the list right now. This is what you can know right
Yeah.
now.
Uh-oh.
He has jump servos. He has magnetic feet. He has gyroscopic stabilizers. He has the following appendages available to him. He has a probe. He has a tool. He has an instrument, and he has 2 hands. The probe, the tool, and the instrument have stabilized mounts, and they are telescopic.
Damn.
His hands are magnetic. One of them is a projectile hand. The other is a rocket arm.
Damn.
Is it
He-
loaded?
He has an internal comlink.
No,
He has a
We're
diag-
not gonna scroll past that. Is it
Yes,
loaded?
we are. Yes, we are. He has an internal comlink.
Don't
He has a
scroll by that.
diagnostic package.
You need to answer this question.
He has a vocabulator. He has a compartment space and a spring-loaded mechanism. So he can launch things. That's like what R2D2 had with Luke's lightsaber. Right. So he has that deal. He has a heuristic processor. He has a secondary battery. He, of course, has a personality downloader. He has a remote starship starter. He has a specialized subprocessor and a tactician battle computer. He has an improved sensor package. He has a translator unit. He has courier compartments. He has a hidden holster and a high-speed cutting torch and welder. A multi-spectrum searchlight, a scomp link, a survival kit, and a taser.
Are you sure we need a security droid?
Yes.
If we can get this
As
dude
far
fixed,
as you know,
please.
the main manufacturer of him is the Circa Corporation on Corellia.
Okay, okay. Now that you know that, Junk, we have a stop to make on correct.
Yeah. All right.
This is the information I'm going to give you about Glitch that you have uncovered just now in your diagnostics.
We have mission now. Let's fix Glitch. Let's
Yeah.
download his personality off the body, fix the body, put the personality back in.
Okay, Glitch. Let's. All right.
Out of character, contact the rest of us. We've got money now.
Well, the thing is, Junk, you're the only one who knows this information.
Pass it
Yeah.
around. Is the damn rocket launcher loaded?
Is it loaded?
We need to know this.
Oh, I'm going to have fun with this.
I'm tooting around a rocket the whole time.
Because, as this so happens, you now exit hyperspace above Corellia.
This is the captain speaking. We have exited hyperspace. Sorry about the late warning, but welcome to Corellia.
All right, Glitch. We'll come back to the foreign object you're not aware of later.
Foreign object? There are no foreign objects.
Yeah, I felt something inside you. We'll come back to that later. For now, confirm I am the registered user.
Correct.
All right, and orders will mainly be going through me. However, the captain and Dr. Lamb will if I am not available, that they will have the user status. So if I am indisposed, you will listen to their orders as well.
Additional user permission granted.
Good. Also, Ortug is an ally.
Total users updated to 5.
We have to specifically point this out.
Wait, hold on. He
Pause,
said
need to
total
point
users
out.
updated of 5. That fucking
lit-
Sith Holocron is a user.
List users.
Primary user, you. Secondary users, Captain, Lamb. Additional ally, Ortug. All users listed.
Junk. Sorry. No, I'm Junk.
Correct. Junk is primary user.
One second, I flubbed. Mr. Droid, you only listed 4 users. You
Correct.
said 5.
Correct. 5 users.
You only listed 4 users.
Correct.
Who is the 5th user?
Glitch is the 5th user.
So you are you yourself are a user.
Correct.
And where is Glitch on priority?
Glitch is currently 5th user.
So 5th on list of priorities.
Correct.
Okay.
It's the
All
Sith
right,
Holocron.
Now, question to the DM: Is there time to give them a reboot since we are out of hyperspace?
Yeah, he can shut down and reboot real fast, just like any computer nowadays. Couple of minutes, they can reboot.
All right. You ready for your reboot, Mr. Droid? Or I guess glitch.
Glitch is my primary name.
Okay. I will refer to you as glitch then. Instead of Mr. Droid.
Do you wish me to proceed with the restart?
Yes, and when you're once you're rebooted, we'll go through the checklist, make sure everything's working at optimal efficiency.
As soon as you finish that sentence, his eyes go dark, and he falls on top of you.
Eh, okay, I'm not going anywhere.
You can hear the gears and servos start turning inside of him.
Glitch loves you.
And
To be fair, this is totally a junk thing to happen. Pinned
his
under her own
photoreceptors
image.
blink red as they come online, and then go back to blue. He slowly puts his hands out, stands up. Apologies.
Yeah,
Restart completed.
yeah, it's all right. I should have expected it. That one was on me. And unless there's something different, she'll go through like checklist, make sure that he's still operating it as he was.
Operating currently at 82.7%.
Right.
Primary battery operating at 101%.
Correct. Yes. Right. And state user list.
User lists. Junk. Ortug. Captain. Lamb. Glitch. Glitch is currently number 5.
All right. Good boy. And she'll pat him. I guess on the chest. That's because she's short.
When you go to pat him, his eyes turn red and then back to blue.
Yeah, careful. Remember, protect me is one of your primary objectives.
Correct. Previous conversation about assassinations. Define target.
Currently, no target. If there is a target, we will discuss the target before activating any assassination protocols.
Understood. Designate target in future.
Yes. All right.
Captain is not a target.
Correct. Neither is Lamb or Tug. Or me. Or you.
Oh.
All right.
Ready to proceed.
Right. All right. I have your diagnostic list. Parts loadout. All right. I guess we'll go rejoin the crew. I'll let them know that they've been added to your user list.
Is everything okay in here, Mark?
A little accident when I had him do his reboot, but I've been pinned under worse.
Lamb,
Well, you might
current
wanna-
user number 3.
Yeah.
User number 3? What's that all about?
Well, I am user 1. Captain is user 2. You're 3. Or Tug is user 4 as an ally. And
Incorrect.
Then,
Oh, so you've designated the rest of the Starfang crew as users of the. Good call.
Yeah, in case I am otherwise indisposed, that way Glitch here will be able to be commanded.
Well, Glitch, if that's your designation now, then we're glad to have you on board, and you might be of great use to us.
Yeah. Also, he is the 5th user.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's capable of independent command?
I believe so.
That's one of the things that I was told to pay attention to. A lot of Jedi wind up with starfighters of their own and droid co-pilots. Those droid co-pilots are designed to be absolutely loyal to the Jedi and to that starship operation. Glitch seems to be independent, or at least designated as a user of itself, which indicates independent thought.
Yeah.
His photoreceptors will turn red for a moment.
I don't mean that as an insult, Glitch. As long as we have the right missions, then welcome to the crew.
They turn back blue.
Meanwhile, Junk, you might want to come up to the cockpit. We're nearing the planet. It's quite a sight.
Right. Yeah. Plus, I might want to talk with the captain a little anyways.
True.
Yeah. Junk. No. Why am I confusing myself with Glitch?
Warthog.
There is no
Warthog.
glitch. There is
Come
just
up.
junk.
Yeah,
Come up front and see
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Alright.
Glitch,
I saunter on my way over.
yeah, Glitch does have an impressive loadout of stuff.
Really? Well, we'll have to talk to the captain about that. Every single capability that we have might be of necessary use here. But for the moment, take a look out there. Corellia is one of the jewels of the mid rim. It's also one of the hotbeds of shipyards. Look, out there, all around the orbits of the planet. Those are the big ones, the Corellian cruisers, C-90s. I'm familiar with them. I've taken a ride on more than one of them.
I do love a good starship.
Who made those? I need that. It's a Corellian.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
This is Captain Awesome to air traffic control, requesting permission to land.
Where are you trying to land? Let's start this dialogue. You have a whole planet below you. Where you want to go?
On planet.
Probably away, a good distance away from that hotspot that the encrypted thing had. So
Okay,
if we
you
have
want
to
to
take
be
a taxi,
you want to be away from the warehouse district. Understood.
yeah, from the
But
ISP
where do you?
location.
There's a whole city here, so where do you want to go? You can go to the starport. You could
Yeah,
go
I'm going to Starport.
Okay, so you want to land at the public starport.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to be wary here. This is an older thing, which is full of be spies anywhere. And we've been warned of this new Imperial agency that might be looking for Aiden and looking for us. It's difficult to know how much they know. But we might be able to blend in with the high number of ships here. We might, if we're lucky, make our way to Aiden without too much trouble, if we're careful.
Right.
Starfang, this is Starport Control. We've received your request. Please confirm your identification and intended landing coordinates.
My identification is Starfang. Should be on the ISB. I've landed here before. You should have my pilot license and record. I'm going towards the public starport in this sector.
Starfang, you are cleared for landing at 7 Alpha 9 Delta. Please follow the beacon and await docking instructions. Welcome to the port, Captain.
Yep.
Well, that's a relief. At least they didn't sick the local Imperial flight forces against us. And who knows whether we'll be inspected when we land. Are you sure we're not carrying any contraband from a mission?
No, my proton torpedoes are all legal. The mushroom people are off. Everything's above board. You know how hard it was to get a license for proton torpedoes?
I can imagine.
Yeah. Anyways,
As long as we're not carrying anything untoward, then as long as we're casual, we should be able to make our way through and into the city.
yeah, and we'll get that pocket scrambler as the first priority.
Yes.
Junk, report on glitch.
You are now listed as one of the users.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you think his issue of running off on his own has been solved and not listening to the master's commands?
Partially.
Partially. Okay.
Well, the thing is, he is listed as one of the users, although he is at the
So he has
bottom
some
of the
independence.
list. I believe so.
I have no problem with independent droids as long as they don't go off the rails, but they've been known to happen, so that's why memory wipes are a thing. Have you tried to memory wipe them?
No, let's not. And she's already looking at Glitch, who probably briefly having read photoreceptors at that.
No, they're blue.
Oh, okay.
There is
Yeah,
only
yeah.
certain things that'll trigger that.
Now that we're
Well-
coming through the cloud cover, Vortug,
Yeah.
Vortug, look at that.
Pretty, isn't it?
As you descend through the smoggy atmosphere and your engines are humming steadily, you weave between the towering spires and bustling trade routes. And below you, the city stretches almost endlessly. A blend of shimmering lights and industrial.
Yep. I fly to the spaceport and make my landing. Do I have to roll a pilot check?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna make you roll a pilot check. You know, one of the funniest things we've ever done is make you do pilot checks, make me do pilot checks, take off and landing. It's funny as shit ever. I love watching mistakes happen there.
All right.
Best time to roll a 1.
Hey, look,
Just don't roll a 1, I guess.
all of our bad pilot checks are either on landing
36.
or takeoff.
You land without a problem.
That's what I fucking thought.
Yeah, what I will say, while he's landing, Chuck is just gripping the armrests of the seat.
You land at the port, and a message flashes over the comms. It's an invoice for landing at the port.
I play it.
Thankfully, we have enough credits to do basic business throughout the galaxy now.
I play it. What does it say?
Oh, it's just an invoice. It just lists an invoice.
Oh, what's an invoice?
A bill.
list
And
of a manifest of landing fees, docking fees, services that are expected.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the docking fee?
300 credits.
What's Does it have a repair, like a repair diagnosis and estimation, stuff like that?
No, this is just from the starport for as a landing fee.
300 credits.
Landing and security fee.
Is that per day or per
Yes.
300 credits per day?
Corellia is a busy place. Corellia is a busy
Yes.
place.
Oh, no problem.
It's an end-to-end hub.
This
good.
is why the ship gets a cut.
But there is like warehouses where they can store your ship if you're not going to use it.
Is that
No.
on the invoice?
No.
Okay.
Because you've just landed here. You haven't stated your intentions. They're
Okay.
charging you per day unless you talk to someone or discuss it.
And we
Okay.
certainly have
Yeah.
to get the
I'll land
we can get
smoothly. Oh, go on. What are you saying, Liam?
we can get this into a hangar and help with these internal repairs, we might be able to lay low for a while and help repair the Starfang and get it off the landing pad.
Yeah, maybe.
That
I
way
was
we can-
thinking about spending some money getting it touched up, maybe getting a pilot droid.
Well, the warehouse fees are going to be less expensive than staying on and occupying a landing pad.
Yeah, for sure. But for now, we'll just keep it on the landing pad until we figure out what we're doing.
I agree. We need to hire a repair. I don't think that we want to do all of this work ourselves. Besides, we have other matters to attend to.
Yeah, that's one of the first things we're doing. Okay, everybody.
I don't.
Glitch, you coming? I look at Glitch.
He turns and follows.
Yeah. I believe it's best if Glitch does come with us, because at the very least that should solve the problem of him going off on his own.
Glitch, let me formally introduce myself. I'm Captain Awesome, or Captain Yondo. This is my ship, the Starfang. Welcome aboard. And I'll send a hand.
He takes your hand. Current user number 4.
Okay.
I
You
turn
know,
to Orta.
I'll say to Glitch, as long as you don't run off on your own or start shooting people that we don't want you to shoot, that we'll be good.
Understood. Defined assassination parameters.
Assassination parameters.
We will discuss assassination parameters when it becomes relevant.
No, we don't want you to assassinate anybody. But if we end a combat, you can always help out, but you have to follow our lead. Like, if we stop shooting, you stop shooting. Understood?
Understood. If combat ensues, assassination protocols are to engage.
Yes, but use them wisely. Like, shoot the guys we're shooting at, and then if we stop, you stop. Is that understood?
Understood. Engage only upon engaged.
Good. If you don't run off and you don't start doing crazy droid shit, you can be a member of this group.
Glitch does have a very impressive list of parts too.
Oh, we can go over that, but yeah, Glitch. If you need to run off somewhere on your own, talk to us first. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what mission you're on, and maybe we'll allow it. We'll authorize it.
And we could probably help as well.
Yeah, we can help.
No current outstanding missions are on the docket.
But you do understand that's what we had to shut you down earlier because you tried to run off on your own.
I'm sorry. All previous shutdowns were deleted with recent
With recent what? Correct?
Uh-oh.
update. With that, the landing ramp touches down with a soft thud.
Well, can you repeat that? You said all previous sessions were deleted, and then you cut out.
Oh, that's it. All previous system shutdowns were deleted.
With the
That was
previous
what he
what?
said. With the previous shutdown.
Oh, with the previous shutdown. Okay.
I think the previous shutdown
Was the one you
have
just did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making it difficult on y'all on purpose, just
No
so you
problem.
know.
Before we leave, I take a moment with Ortug. I didn't mean to provoke you or insult you earlier. I simply needed your combat advice.
Is it
I
is it
might
just
need
me, or did he cut out?
It's just you.
I had a great time.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Thanks for reminding me that I'm not in. I needed a dose of humility. Thank you.
Ah, it's all practice. Practice makes perfect, friend. And I
This
clapped
is
him
an
on the shoulder.
Then we should spar more often, my Gamorrean friend. Captain, lead on.
Okay. Everybody follow me. And I lead down first down the landing pad.
Come along, Glitch. As Jumping Glitch will follow.
Get down the landing pad, shut the door, and wait for docking officer.
I've been thinking, Captain.
Lock the ship up.
I'll wait for the ship to lock up. I'm curious to see when it's fully locked myself.
Yeah, no, I shut the landing pad, enter a code or something on the ship, and it just locks. I don't know.
Ah, I see. New password?
No, it's the same one I gave you.
Good, good. Knowing our recent adventures, we might have to well-worn ship in a hurry.
Was that the DM?
No, that was Jockey.
Okay. Okay, wait for the docking officer.
There's something else I need to talk to you about, Doctor.
Yeah, what's up?
I've been thinking, based upon your diagnosis that the nerve cluster is severed, it may not be repairable by biological.
Yeah, technology has advanced very far. Nerve replace or regrowth therapy, it's a thing, but it's costly and it takes a long time, and it might not even work.
I see. I hesitate to ask this because
Uh-oh.
we as Jedi rely upon our biological.
Yeah, that was
But
the DM that time.
oh, for him to come back.
No, continue.
Okay, so if that connection cannot be restored, it's not something that we Jedi like to talk about. But it's possible to replace the natural biology that flows more easily with the Force with machinery.
Yes, it
Is a
is.
total replacement
I
possible?
could assist in that surgery, but I'm not a mechanic myself. You need a blend of mechanics and medicine to accomplish that surgery.
Hmm.
But I could assist on it. Maybe me and Junk together could do it, or we could just check you into a normal hospital, pay them off, and I'll oversee it, and then we can get it done.
Well, don't confuse the issue. I would prefer to have my own natural body heal,
Oh,
but
of
it
course.
doesn't seem, based upon your diagnosis,
Um,
it
I
may not
could
be
always
possible.
take a better look with proper machines. My medical kit, my portable medical kit only goes so far. It does have a scanner, but with proper hospital equipment, I could definitely check you out better.
And that's something that we should do here on Corellia, since this is a wealthy mid-rim planet.
Uh-huh.
And we do have, well, certainly I have the credits necessary to make that
Yeah, no, I
diagnosis.
have my doctor's credentials. Maybe I could go in, show my doctor's credentials, and say I need this scan done for you.
Yes, that's something that is important. After all, we need to have each other and ourselves the in the best repair, in the
Prepare for
best
the
condition.
worst though, because if I'm correct, it's not something that can heal very easily, if at all. You might be better off trying to heal it with the Force, and I say that the Force really quietly.
Yes, but that's not something that
There it goes.
if it can't be repaired naturally. I can tell you that the force can do a great many things, but I sense that my connection with the force has been weakened,
Really,
both because
from
of,
when? I look around. Is there a dock officer approaching us?
I
Okay.
have no idea what's going on here. I have to walk me
Okay,
through
we,
what
we were
happened.
just we got off the ship, we locked it, and we just started chit chatting. He's talking about his injury,
Okay. No,
and
no, they sent you an invoice.
there's no dock officer. I have to like go to like a
I mean,
window
you
or
can
something.
you can go to one.
Okay. Oh, we'll continue our conversation. Is there anybody near us that can overhear us?
If you were still in the spaceport in your sector, no, you're pretty much alone right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll continue the conversation then. What do you mean the force? Your connection to the force has been weakened.
To put it as simply as I can, I've been trained, and I've trained myself to be a practitioner of the light side of the Force. However, there are some things in my recent past that I can't seem to remember. But one of those things has left a sliver of the dark side within me. It's something that everyone battles with. But with the flow of the Force, if we are not pure of heart and pure of intention, we can slide toward the dark side, weakening our connection with the light side of the Force that would be necessary to heal myself so fully.
I look at Glitch. Is his eyes red?
No.
Okay. Just look at Glitch then.
Without having myself be fully dedicated to the light side as I once was, I don't believe that I could heal, even with assistance of another light side practitioner. I don't believe that I could heal my injury that way. Not now. And I hesitate to say it, but it's not uncommon for other beings to have mechanical replacements, and since it's localized to the shoulder, the arm might be saved. I don't know, but I hesitate to do this because it is something that once we start down that path, it cannot be undone.
Well, I'm not based here on Corellia, but I'm sure I could go to a hospital and flash my credentials and use their equipment to get you scanned and stuff.
Well, if you haven't guessed it, I'm trying to ask you whether I'm being hasty in this decision.
Well, we have to get you 100% diagnosed and see what your options are. See what kind of quality of life you can expect. See if there's rehab treatments available. I mean, I did this to you. If you wanted to, you could probably sue the shit out of me.
No. You were under duress. There's not
that would
even a
be my
thought.
defense.
Yes, and that's why I wouldn't put you through such a thing. I'm much more concerned with. It's difficult to explain.
Mm-hmm.
It's my duty drives me forward to try to be a Jedi Knight of some measure. Even though our kind is supposed to be gone, I sense that there is still meaning out there for me, tainted though I might be. It's difficult. I have to cure a number of things about me to try to continue on these adventures with the greatest focus that I can muster. And my body is important, as is my spirit. Both of those need attending to. The body may be easier than finding a solution for the dark side that haunts me now.
Well, the initial look is not good. But like I said, if I get you to a hospital, we can use proper equipment, not just my portable medical kit, then maybe we can get you fully diagnosed.
Ortug, you're a warrior. What do you think? Ortug, should I get part of my arm potentially replaced with a machine in order to be able to fight again? Is it even possible? If it were possible, would it be wise? What do you think, Ortug? What do you think, Junk?
For South America,
Sorry, I was eating. What was that?
Wild. Yeah. So
Literally ended game.
yeah.
If it was possible for me to replace a portion of my arm to regain function, would it even be wise?
Oh, well,
they're going to be
on my
deporting
planet, you just cut it off and
Tremere
replace with a
people
cool
into a
piece of bone with
predominantly
like a spear on the end
MS-13
of it,
prison.
and that's it. Cool.
Oh, so your kind do replace body parts.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're
Huh. I certainly hope that there's no shame in that. I just feel this, Captain, and maybe you can help put me on the right path. but I feel an undue pressure to be a functional, fighting part of this crew. And with
Well,
this
we do
injury, I
get into a
simply
lot
can't
of
do it.
scrapes. And I do want you at your best, but we do get into a lot of scrapes. That is true.
Yes, but you're right. I'm making a hasty decision based upon information we don't have. We need that diagnosis first. So first, we need to probably do that as early as possible so that I can be at my fighting best. It's affecting my decision. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's go to the docking officer. Follow me. Go to the docking officer.
Okay.
Here's the 300 credit fee for the Starfang and Captain Awesome.
What you walk upon is a droid who, without saying a word, takes the credits, process it, and slides you a receipt.
Thank you. I put that receipt in my backpack in somewhere safe, and I'll say, do you have information on the nearest hospital?
Droid turns, looks at you, and starts to process your request. Is there an injury?
Yes, non-emergency. I'm a doctor. I need to access someone's equipment to perform a scan.
It blinks for a moment. It turns and says the nearest hospital is about 20 blocks down the main boulevard.
What's its name?
It is Coronet City Hospital.
Coronet City Hospital. Okay, 20. Coronet City
Well, this is
Hospital.
some time to do some sightseeing, I suppose.
20
Perhaps
blocks
some shopping.
from
And
Spaceport. Okay, where is the nearest reputable electronics store?
It just kind of looks at you for a moment. Electronics?
Yes.
scanning equipment, communications devices.
Communication equipment. Probably the Emporium.
The Emporium. How far away is that?
Is there a space radio shack?
I'm sorry, Space Radio Shack went bankrupt 2 years ago.
Of course it did.
Oh.
I always loved that story. I always had everything I wanted. That was the one store you could go in and request a part that would actually order it for you.
It would be in the retail district.
How far away is that?
Will you be going on foot or will you be taking a vehicle?
How far away is it with a taxi?
Currently about 20 miles.
Okay.
Perhaps we could order a local map.
Yes. Can I get a local map transferred to my datapad
Of?
of the city?
You want a full map of the city?
Just this area.
Just the area. Okay. That will be 20 credits.
How much of the entire city?
250 credits.
You know what?
Worth
I'm
it.
going to get the entire city. Here's 250 credits.
Huh.
Here's my datapad.
Okay. Just give me a second here. We're a little off, so give me a second.
And with that level of map, we should have everything we need throughout the entire city, including the mission that we're on. Very convenient. And in good detail. It's probably a complete atlas at that price. With included with recommendations. What more could you ask for?
Yep.
Probably with
That's
automated
why I got it.
directions. It's a deluxe map. It's worth the price.
Hopefully my datapad has enough gigabyte space on it.
Well, in any case, it is a major inner hub, so things are a little bit more expensive
I
here.
mean, it's a city planet, right? So it's like the entire planet.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I asked for a moment. All right. After a brief moment, it hands you back your data pad, and the screen flickers, displaying a complex web of streets and districts and skyscrapers. However, as the data loads, you notice something unusual, and the map begins to stutter. Lines and streets flickering in and out of view, and your interface starts to lag.
I'm going to make a use computer check to see what's wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say, John, help me out with this.
Alrighty.
And plus 16 plus 2 for junk. $29.
Well, it's not only now that you realize when you look up at the top that the storage bar for your data pad is nearing capacity, and the system is struggling to maintain the massive amount of data that the city map requires.
Data
It's
cards. Download the extra data on a data card. Here, I believe I have some.
as you were on a city planet, and this is the biggest city on the planet,
No,
you have to download everything into sections.
is it
It's
all
still
on there, or is it not all
Oh,
on
you have, I would say, like 25% of the planet on the data pad right now.
there? Oh God, that was a
and
waste
that
of money.
should be enough for where we are. Here,
You
take one
have
of
the
these
full
blank,
map. You wanted the full map. But
take some of these blank data
until
cards.
you do something, your data pad can no longer retain data.
Captain, here, take 5 of my blank data pad. My blank data cards. That should be more than enough to download the unnecessary things off of the data pad so that you can make full use of the map.
Okay, I
Here,
spent some time downloading it on data cards.
I've
Okay.
given you 5 blank data cards. So you can take the stuff that you're not using, put it on the data cards and run those apps off the data cards.
I put the
Simple,
map on
right?
the data cards.
As you do that, you basically what you're doing is you're putting the map into sections. Currently, you're at the spaceport, so you're going to have the spaceport district. That's what you have currently.
Okay. Do I free my data pad up from the data cards?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. Now I'll say, Doc Officer Droid. Let's see. We got the electronics store. We got the hospital. What else? Do we need? Oh yeah. Where can I buy droids on this planet?
It just kind of blinks at you, and you know what it does? It
Hmm.
turns and prints out a list, and it keeps handing you papers, just one after another, after another, after another, after another, after another,
Stop.
after
That's fine.
another, after another.
Uh,
That's fine. Where can I buy droids in this sector, in this little region next to the spaceport, within 10 miles of the spaceport?
Currently, there are no known uh, retail units of droids available in the spaceport sector.
Okay. What's the closest sector that has droid units for sale?
The retail sector.
Okay. What is the highest Yelp rated shop of the retail sector for droids?
It turns and looks at you and goes, "Sir, this is docking." Shuts the window on you.
Fair enough. Okay. I think we got everything we need. Okay, I look for an advertisement for taxis.
As you look up, there's not really a whole lot of options.
I
As all
dial
you see are ships
411 on my
coming.
I dial 411 on my comlink.
This is the Wendy's. But yeah, I mean, you can dial 411 if you want. It's just that you're in the spaceport, so when you look up, all you see is ships coming up and down and going back and forth. And since this is a city planet, there's a lot of ships going up and down and back and forth.
Yeah, I try. My goal is to hail a taxi to the hospital.
I mean, it pretty much works like Uber.
Well, then we have a moment or two to wait. No, don't.
Unless you want to walk out into the street and hail a taxi the old way.
Yeah, let's do that.
And we are next to the spaceport, so there are plenty of drivers willing to make a credit or two. It's almost inevitable.
Alrighty. Now, though, hang on, I gotta find where I put this.
If we can find someone willing to take this.
There's a scene I want to give you. As you step out of the port, basically, out of the main port area, and you're into the city streets, the noise of the city starts to hit you. The hum of the speeders, the chatter of the busy locals, and of course, the metallic grind of industry. But that's not what's going to grab your focus. Instead, what you're seeing now is a squad of stormtroopers and their white armor gleaming under the city lights as they march down the street in a formation.
Are they coming toward me?
They're marching down the street. You see
Okay.
civilians scatter, and an older man, stumbles as he tries to move out of their way. One of the troopers steps forward and points a blaster into his face. Stop right there, citizen. The worker tries to explain himself, but his words are drowned out with the sound of a stun shot, and the man crumbles to the ground, twitching, his body seizing as the stun courses through him. The squad keeps moving, and they continue to march down the street.
Okay.
But what you
Yeah.
see now is another scene unfold. A young woman, no older than maybe 20, stands in defiance as the stormtroopers approach. She's holding a crate of supplies of food. She kind of just stares at him as she freezes, gripping the container tighter. And without hesitation, the trooper moves toward her, their boots echoing along the street. One of them raises their rifle, and the woman is struck with a stun bolt. And they continue on down the path of the street. What would y'all like to do?
Hail a taxi and go to the hospital.
Okay, how do you want to hail a taxi?
Put my arm out and wait. Are they? Am I near the stormtroopers?
They're marching down the street. They marched right past you as you weren't in the street. So they just continued.
Okay, let them pass, and then put my arm out in the street, like taxi, taxi. Look left and right for a taxi.
All right. A speeder pulls up. Room for 4.
Say we got Warthog, me, Lamb, and Glitch, and Junk. So 5. I'll say you got room for 5.
I can only take 4.
Sorry, I need 5. Do you have a contact or another contact I can call?
He, without another word, he speeds off.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm looking for.
Just use the app.
I'll keep doing this till I get a speeder with that can get 5 people.
You're gonna keep trying to hail one?
Yeah, for like the next 10 minutes.
Okay. So as you stick your arm out, there's another one that pulls up. It's just a small little. It's basically a bike with a side area.
I think I'm doing this with all 5 of us together so they can understand. Oh, this guy probably needs 5 people.
You're talking about a busy city who's not paying attention to anyone around.
Let's say
They're
5
going to
people.
pull up, offer you services, and drive off.
Okay.
They don't give a shit who you are.
Uh, anybody else?
That one pulls away, drives off.
Like I said, I'm doing this for like 10 minutes, and I'm going to try something else.
You keep running into the same issues. You have too many people for a regular taxi.
Okay, I'm going to.
We can take 2 of them and meet up at the same place. It shouldn't be that much of an issue.
Okay, let's try that then. Let's split up. How about me and Lamb? Um, Me and Lamb, and then Ortug, Junk, and Glitch. How about that?
Um, okay.
Okay, we're going to the hospital, 20 blocks away. Meet you there, and we hail 2
Okay.
taxis.
I can. A glitch speaks up and says, "I can stay behind if it is an issue."
No. You're staying with us.
No, the ship's
Yep.
already locked up. You're coming with us.
He doesn't argue, just goes quiet.
Okay, we take 2 taxis.
You gonna stick your arm out again?
Yep.
Okay. First one pulls up.
Hello. Ride for 2, please. 20 blocks away.
Where you going?
The hospital.
All right. Hop in.
Okay. Hold on one second. Cornet City Hospital, specifically.
Yeah. Just get in.
Okay, I get in, and Rowan, you get in. Rowan. I guess Rowan gets in. He's not here, I guess.
Yes. Of course.
Okay, we go to the hospital.
There's really not much for me to say. And it's really not much that he's thinking about because he's caught up in his own thoughts about, well, his bodily condition, and he's a little quiet,
I'm
withdrawn.
all. This is what your taxi driver looks like.
A black screen.
Is it black for y'all?
No, I just didn't have the Discord open, so the GIF wasn't playing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not in public.
He drives off. He takes you off to the hospital.
How much credits is that?
He didn't say. He just started driving.
That's fine. How long does it take?
Oh, it doesn't take long at all. It's Star Wars. You're
Oh.
there pretty much almost instantly.
At the end of the ride, I'll be like, how much will that be?
He just turns and he points at the meter on the car. The meter says 120.
Holy
I told
crap.
you everything would be more expensive here.
I pay him 120 and I give him 5 credits as a tip.
He does a gesture that's not appropriate. Let's do it that way.
I mean,
Drives off, speeds off really quick.
it's fine.
Right behind you comes Junk, Ortug, and Glitch.
No, you found a taxi, and in relative ease. Good.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Hey, here you go. Credits.
Everything's going to be more expensive here on Corellia. Pay special attention to what we buy here. It needs to be quality. The last thing we need is to be ripped off like some tourists here.
Yep.
Right.
All right, let's go to the hospital,
He was
guys.
a wizard.
I go to the hospital, go to the front desk, and I'll say, I need a full arm scan for my patient here. I'm Dr. Lamb. Here's my credentials. Or Dr. Yado.
It's not just me.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah, you're not on staff at this hospital. That's a good point.
That's fine.
Come on,
I mean,
Captain.
if it doesn't work, I can always just check you in under another doctor and just supervise. Persuasion plus 11.
I'm gonna say DC 20.
Got it.
Without
Alright.
even checking your credentials, as you say you're a doctor, and then correct yourself. Also, the waiting room is full. She goes ahead and programs the room and says it'll be about 20 minutes.
Sure. And we sit in the waiting room, wait 20 minutes.
Doctor, the lounge is that way.
I go that way. I go. Wait. I'll go to the lounge. You guys wait in the waiting
Yes.
room.
We'll wait here until you prep the examination room.
Okay.
With that, and you're able to get to the lounge. Walk into the lounge. There's a few nurses there. There's a doctor pouring himself a cup of coffee. What would you like to do?
I'm going to look at Junk and I'm going to say, and with an aside nod to Ortug as well, I'm glad that you were there with me. Had it not been for our teamwork, all of us could have died. Especially you, Junk. Thank you for your
Thank you.
work as well.
Everyone loves teamwork, especially me.
Yeah. I just did what I could.
As did we all. Under the circumstances, we helped those poor beings find a home. Now we need to make sure that everyone else knows that our mission, at least our current mission, has been completed, so that they can go about their lives without being inconvenienced. I certainly hope that the doctor makes good contact so that we can continue, so that we can give him the information that he needs, which is probably more important than anything we've done yet.
Right. Yeah.
Are you sure that the droid is all right? Some of the patients are beginning to look at it oddly. I'm often to bring a droid of its type. Even I bet that most people here don't even know what type of droid that is.
Well, to be fair, he is about 3 different droids, so.
To which, when you say that, you see him engaging protocol mode, and he shrinks down. Kind of does a mild transformation.
So, Glitch, if I may ask,
So he's a transformer.
if I may ask, you do have protocol droid directives, yes?
Mildly.
How many languages do you speak?
Current is unknown.
Can you speak Gamorrean?
He turns at you and he's speaking
Well,
Gamorrean to you.
then that's useful,
Do I
obviously.
understand him?
Yes, you can understand him.
And
He basically said, "Yes, I can speak Gamorrean." In Gamorrean.
Is that what he said?
That is what he said. But Ortug, you can't understand him, but Ortug can. The only ones who can speak Gamorrean are Ortug and Lando.
Right.
Yeah, and Ortug can speak basic. It's just very broken.
Yes. So that's something else that you can be of use with the knowledge that our captain and Ortug here both speak Gamorrean. That way, if you can communicate to them without revealing key information, say for as for myself, I do speak a couple of languages. Basic, obviously, not Gamorrean.
And I know quite a number of languages.
Well, I do know binary. I
I
turn
can.
and head in Junk's direction. The
I-
other language that I'm familiar with is Bothese, the Bothan language.
Currently, I can speak basic, binary, military, Jawa trade, Hattis, Gamorrean, and Mandoa.
Mandoa?
Oh. What is Mandoa?
Mandoa is a language of Mandalore.
The Mandalorians. Well,
Oh. Oh. Okay, that's interesting.
considering your capabilities, knowing the Mandalorian language could be extraordinarily useful as well in case we run into any of them. I certainly hope that we don't.
Right.
Well, the Starfang has, so if you anyone who speaks Mandoa again, I'm sure that our captain will be most worried, at the very least.
Right.
But if we do meet any Bothans, I do speak their language, and they are an interesting people. So when in the presence of Bothans, it's best that we keep our knowledge to ourselves until we have a full appreciation of what our Bothan companions are about. They are a resourceful bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I dealt
Yeah.
with them first on my travels. I wonder
Hey,
how our droid got to know the Mandalorians and where he came from and where he learned that language, or was it simply programmed at the time of your construction?
these are the programmed languages.
Racist for me not to trust droids.
Ortug now lowered to user 3.
Oh, how does he understand me? Does he speak my language?
Yes. He demonstrated that not 3 minutes ago.
Well, that's
So
really
we
good then.
can understand each other. My gaze darts between Glitch and
I th-
Ortug.
I thought he was just, saying a few phrases like he learned in a book to show off.
He turns to you. To everyone else, he's grunting. But he says to you, Ortug, I am fluent in Gamorrean. I can speak the language rather well, but as you can tell, my vocabulary is that well above any normal Gamorrean. To which to you, while he's speaking Gamorrean, he stands out immediately. No Gamorrean talks that coherent.
Oh, what are you, Mr. Book Learner? Are you book learning? Precious books. I'm fighting him. Alright, we're fighting. He's insulting me by talking like some aristocracy shit. Old time aristocracy. I'm fighting the robot. Roll for initiative, robot.
I'll say to Glitch, please translate this to Ortug in Gamorrean. May a toothless nerf gum your grandmother's grain crackers.
Oh, this is
I'm
gonna be fun.
attacking the robot.
So he turns to you and says, Lamb would like you to know that your grandmother is toothless and she
Oh,
doesn't
what
have
the
any
hell?
crackers.
I thought we were friends. So I'll beat you up later. I'm fighting the robot right now.
He
So
turns to
Transform
you.
robot.
He turns to you and says,
I grin and
Ortug
give
will fight you later.
I grin and give Ortug a knowing nod. I'm starting to understand the Gamorrean.
Alright. But does the robot roll initiative?
No, he does not.
We're in a waiting
Go,
room.
So just
go
Where are
ahead and do
you?
damage. Let's see if you can do it. First of all, let me see if you can even hit him.
Slap fighting over the seats like we're 6 years old.
You do hit him. Congratulations.
What? This is actually happening? He's just gonna
Yeah.
curse the droid? Oh boy.
bro.
So you go and hit him. And hang on here.
Hey! Stop that! Stop that!
Yeah, I'm gonna jump
We're
in
in a
too.
hospital.
No, wait, stop. This is the wrong place for this.
Hang on though, because we got here. You 21. Okay. I'm reading some deals here. 9 plus 3 is
No,
12.
no, no. We're gonna put a stop to this.
1.
The only reason
One
why
thing that-
Junk didn't put a stop to it earlier because she couldn't understand that because they were
Okay.
speaking in Gamorrean.
Here's what's going to happen.
Oh,
Ortug, you go to throw your punch. You hit the robot, and you hit something very hard. Hard enough that it cracks your knuckles. You have now fractured your hand. Congratulations. You still do damage. You dent the metal. You dent the metal in.
You're not Captain
Wait.
Awesome. You can't just punch out droids.
Wait,
He can.
yeah, but I have, aren't I have combat gloves. Shouldn't that protect my hands at least a little bit?
Yes, a little bit. It did actually. It protected you. It'll protect you of 12 damage.
Oh, that's something.
Congratulations. As you've punched one of the hardest substances in the Star Wars universe. Congrats.
Nice.
It is
Yeah,
Star.
that's. Take that.
Meanwhile, Chuck is just try to get
Mhm.
you just try to push each of you away. Be like, no, stop! No.
You're going to notice
It's
people
not the
starting to get up and walk out of the waiting room. As, you know, a Gamorrean and a droid are fighting.
We're gonna rearrange chairs now. I'm going to sit between Junk and the Gamorrean and the droid.
Okay, can we cut to me now?
Yes.
Okay, I will. We don't have to RP it. I just wanted to use a gather information check just to make this operation run smoothly. Because I'm thinking she entered me as or she thought I was a doctor that worked here.
Yes,
Yeah,
she didn't
So
pay
I'm-
attention to who you were at all.
So I want to gather information check to like know where the room is to get the scan and like to know who I need to talk to and without drawing suspicion.
Roll your check. First of
like
all,
we're
let's
not
do that.
brawling in the waiting room.
Okay.
Yes. Well, you don't know
gather
that they're
information
brawling in the waiting room
plus
just
11.
yet. But
20 plus 11. 22.
okay, that's good enough for what I'm gonna tell you. As typical hospitals, as you walk down the hall, next to the room is what the room is. So you have the X-ray room, you have patient room 101, whatever. It tells you on the wall. It's pretty easy to figure out which room is which.
Okay, and with that check, I would like to go to the room, make sure it's set up properly, know who's setting it up, and get a nurse to call my patient when it's ready.
Okay. What room are you going to? What room? What do you want to do in this hospital?
I
That's the
want
question.
to get a scan, because my logic was this. This is not game rules, but my logic was this. I have a portable, medical kit. I want to use hospital equipment to properly diagnose his arm. So I'm thinking like a quote unquote X-ray and like a nerve scan or something, To
Okay, so
probably
you want like an X-ray room. Okay,
yeah,
but Star Warsy. I get you.
yeah, Star Warsy to
All right.
scan the nerves and everything.
Okay, so what you do is you walk into a computer room. You notice that nobody is there, as nobody's preparing your room because you're not a fucking doctor here.
Hmm.
So nobody is prepping your room. Nobody is paying attention, but you're able to walk into this room. She did reserve it for you. So there's nobody coming in this room. It is empty. The
Okay.
scanners are all there.
Can I use another gather information check or the same one to get an X-ray technician to set up this room?
No, because you're going to have to find an X-ray technician, and you're going
That's
to
what
have to
that's what the
persuade them.
gather information is for. Like I'm going to talk to people, and it'll say
You
if I do it
can.
smoothly.
Okay, I'll let you use the same check to figure out who the X-ray tech is.
Yep.
As you first went to the lounge, the what's the word? The employee lounge. You were able to realize that one of the techs there was an X-ray tech.
All right. I would like to smooth talk him into setting up that room for me for the scan, and be like, "Hi."
That will be the persuasion check.
That's what I'm going to try to do. You want me to give him a line or?
You do whatever you want. How are you persuading them? That's my question to you. Persuade my X-ray tech here.
Role playing effect.
I kind of want to. I kind of want to do it like off the books, like kind of like hint at like I got a special client
We are
coming in.
complete. We are already. You already jumped off of my story for this hospital visit. You're here. I'm gonna make you role play it out now.
Okay.
You jumped off my
Hi.
book. You want to jump off the story? You're here.
Hi. I'm Captain or I'm Doctor Lando or Yondo. I'm Doctor
Hey,
Yondo. What's up,
well, which is it? He looks
Hi.
up at you.
Doctor Yondo? Sorry. I can
Hi,
show you
I'm
my
Captain
credentials.
Doctor.
Right? I'm Captain Doctor.
What's your name? I need this X-ray room set up. Can you help me out with this? It's for
I
some
don't.
reason the order's not going through.
I don't think I've ever seen you here before.
Here's my credentials.
Go ahead. Go ahead and give me your persuasion roll now.
Okay. Let's say, yeah, I'm new.
I'm gonna say a DC 25. This is a hospital.
Tight knit hospital.
Force point.
Okay.
Need a 6.
Nope. Fail.
Who are you again?
I'm Captain Yondo. I'm new here.
Captain.
Dr. Yondo. Sorry, it's
Yeah,
my
you
starts
screwed
with
it up.
Captain.
You screwed it up. You screwed it up.
What are you doing in the employee lounge, Captain?
I'm a doctor. Here's my credentials.
I don't recognize you. Are you new?
Yes.
All requests have to go through the chain of command.
Okay. Thank you.
He turns and kind of eyes you for a moment.
Okay, when he's clear, I'm going to go into a computer, see if I can hack it to get this order requested.
As you get up, walk out of the room, he gets up, walks to the wall, and picks up a phone.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do now is up to you.
I'm going to turn. I'm going to see him do that and then just go back to the waiting room because I'm not going to risk getting in prison over this.
As you make your way back to the waiting room, you hear security to the employee lounge. Security to the employee lounge.
I'll say, come on, guys. We have to leave this hospital now. Sorry.
As you get to the waiting room, you see 2 stormtroopers make their way to the employee lounge.
I gather the party and get out of the hospital. We failed this mission.
Well, you
Okay.
get to the party. The party has no idea what's happening. You're going to have to role play this out.
Yeah, no, I say, come on, let's go. And I gather everybody and we leave the hospital.
Get up and all right.
We'll talk later, and we just exit the building. Can we do
As
that,
the
DM?
second you get to the doors, you hear, "Hold it!"
I'll say,
There's two Imperial troopers marching their way down the hallway. What do you want to do? You were at the door.
I'll leave the building and then wait for them outside.
Okay. Is that what everyone else is doing?
I'm gonna follow his lead. This is too dumb for me to make sense of.
Drunk?
Yeah. It's Junk doesn't know what's going on.
Or Tuck?
I'm still nursing my hand. God damn, that hurt. Oh.
Okay.
What was that substance you said it was? I hit?
As you get outside, the two stormtroopers walk up to you and go, "What's going on here? We've been alerted to a
Nothing. We're just
disturbance.
leaving. There's no
You're gonna
disturbance.
need to,
We're just
Oh,
leaving.
you're gonna need to come with us."
punched a robot.
For what?
Robot dared me to.
Charges.
To which the technician comes out from behind him and says, "Is this the doctor that was causing you trouble?"
What are you talking about?
The technician is behind him, pointing you out.
Look, we're just leaving. We did nothing wrong here.
My robot. I'm allowed to punch my robot.
I
I
believe he
am
was.
a doctor. I was just trying to get my patient a scan, and it didn't work out. So
Do you have any credentials?
yes,
He holds his hand out.
I show him my credentials.
Where are you a doctor at?
Coruscant.
They turn it over. They scan your documents. They upload it to the server. And they
That's
wait
fine.
for a moment. Stand here, please.
Sure.
I'm sorry, sir, but without proper clearance, it's against policy to let you operate here.
No problem. We'll check him in as a normal patient at a different time. It's not under my care. I'll supervise though.
We won't tolerate any further disruptions at this hospital. So at
No
this time,
problem.
we're going to ask that you leave and do not return.
No problem.
They let you go.
Racist.
I make sure I have my credentials back, and I'll say, okay, let's put the. We can either go to the hospital and check you in as a normal patient, but let's do that when we have downtime. Let's continue on with our. Let's go to the communication store in the retail district. That's our next objective.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check. I tried to do it under the books, and it's probably gonna cost us money, but we'll check you in as a normal patient at a different hospital, and I'll just oversee this. Like, I'll see what scans you had and give you my diagnosis too, and you'll get like two different diagnoses.
It's not like we don't have the time or the credits to pay legitimately.
Right. I was trying to do
Well,
it under the books, but I wasn't smooth enough.
you summon a taxi. You get in the taxi, and then the other group gets in and one behind you, follows you to the next store. You get to the store, you're able to walk inside, find whatever you want. I'm going to be doing some checks right now. So you do what you need to do. I'm going to do what I need to do.
Sure.
You tell me what you're doing, though, as I'm rolling my checks.
We're going to the communications store and looking for a pocket scrambler. Junk would know what to look for. They're
Glitch
not
is
restricted. They're 400 credits each.
Glitch is going to turn to Junk and say, "You are primary user number 1, correct?
Yes.
Who do I inform about details
Details of what?
of pursuit?"
Oh, Yondo. Go
Yes.
wave you.
Acknowledge.
Apparently, he wants to inform us of somebody pursuing us.
What's going on, Glitch?
Junk has informed me to notify you that you are the authorized user for information about pursuit.
Yeah, is there someone pursuing us?
2.
Who?
They are trying to blend in, but I can see them tracking
They're,
us like shadows in a crowd.
it's
His
probably the
eyes,
ISP.
his eyes flicker red, and he narrows as you look. You can roll me a perception check if you want to try to see them.
Sure. It's probably the ISP.
Your perception needs to be at least a 20.
If we've roused suspicion at that hospital, then we need to be careful where we go next. Probably to some public area. That way we can throw off our pursuers.
You
Yes.
beat mine. So yeah, there is definitely 2 people trying to blend in, look nonchalant, but they stick out. You're being watched.
Okay. I think we can. Pocket scrambler are illegal, so let's just purchase the pocket scrambler, then try to lose them. Since we're
What
already
you
here.
notice, what you notice is a man and a woman dressed like they belong, but they don't. They're moving more carefully, more purposefully than the crowd around them.
Okay, we go into the retail store.
As you go in, you're in the store. What are you looking for?
A pocket scrambler.
We may need more than one that have communicators.
We can all buy one ourselves.
Yes.
So 5 pocket scramblers. One for Glitch too. And Junk, you can pay for that.
And let's be aware of the prices here.
So
Should be 400. This is the book price.
you push open the door to a cluttered little tech shop nestled between 2 larger buildings. And shelves are stacked high with gadget, wires, and devices of all kinds. There's a few small droids buzzing around performing, little tasks in the background. And you're scanning the shelves, and it seems like it's the place to have one, but it's hard to tell where to start in here.
Do you want us to
Yeah,
roll
with
some
this-
kind of check?
When he asked shop attendant.
What happens is, as you're taking a look, a beeping sound breaks your concentration, and there is a small humanoid droid. It's plating a bit mismatched, and its arms are laden with tools as it rolls up to you. "Greetings, customer. How may I assist you in the acquisition of products today?"
Yes, we're looking for the purchase of 5 pocket scramblers.
The droid beeps, rolls away, disappearing into the back of the shop. What would you like to do?
Wait for the droid.
Okay. After a moment, the droid returns, holding a small device in its arms. "This is our only model. It's compact and functional, slightly outdated, but effective for most basic functions. Would you like to test it?"
I'll say, Junk, take a look at this and see if it's up to quality.
Yes, sure. She'll. You might if I look it over.
You can look it over. The droid
Okay.
doesn't say anything, just let you look at it. If you're going to see if it's operational, I'm going to need a mechanics check.
Oh, There we go. $37.
What you notice is after inspecting it closely, it's about the size of your palm, with a few buttons and an indicator light. Not the sleekest model, but it'll get the job done. You notice that you can add a few jamming frequency options to it.
Ooh.
Little modifications and all that.
Yeah, this one's just good. It's great. We'll do what we need to do. Maybe a little more.
What's your price?
The droid beeps for a second. Given that scramblers are valuable pieces of technology, we could say 600 credits.
Would you go for 500?
Price updated. 500 is acceptable.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
pay it.
Oh, okay. All right.
You want 5 devices?
Do you have 5 of them?
The droid looks at you and says, "Do you want 5 devices?"
Yes.
That'll be 2,500 credits.
Can we see the devices?
The droid wheels off again, comes back. It's holding 5 devices in its arms.
Okay.
Todd, no,
Junk,
don't-
check these over.
Yeah. Need me to make another check.
Oh yeah, if you want to check all 5.
Alrighty. 32.
Yeah, they're operational. They're the same.
Yep, they're perfectly good.
Okay. How about we each buy our own, and Junk, I guess you're buying Glitch since it's your droid.
Okay, I can do that.
So 500 each, and then 1,000 for Junk.
Go ahead, and mark your sheets and update it in the table. Not the table, the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
Or Todd, no, don't eat that. If you eat that, I have to buy it.
All right, you have your devices. What would you like to do?
I'd like
Doesn't
to
taste very good.
hail a
I'm not
taxi.
eating this. It doesn't taste very good.
Hail a
Okay.
taxi and just go I don't know, just drive around for a little while.
Where do you want to go? You have to give it a destination.
We're not getting into a Johnny cab, are we?
We'll take 2 taxis. Let's
Yeah, you got that
go.
reference.
I don't know. Let's go to the downtown district. Look for a restaurant.
Well,
Oh yeah. Get some
let's
food.
find another hospital for the amount of time that it's going to take to diagnose my injury. We obviously can't use the same one we did before, but we can try something else. You have a map, and it does take up at least a quarter of
Okay, I'll put in the spaceport or no, the retail section data card on my map and look up another hospital.
Yeah, there's some med clinics. There is no hospital in the retail district. There's some med clinics.
Would that be good?
Would a med
for our
clinic?
diagnosis?
Do I have to make a roll to know this? But would a med clinic have the proper scan to get this diagnosed?
Yeah, make a roll.
Knowledge life science.
Sure.
$22.
I'll take it. As a DC 20, you're over 2, so. They might. Sorry, I'm yawning. I apologize. They might.
Okay, we'll go to the.
It all depends on the clinic. The upper clinic, upper, what's the word? The fancier clinics would probably have an X-ray machine or a scanner of some kind.
Yeah, we'll go to the fancy clinic.
Okay, you pull up to the clinic, walk up. There's a front desk receptionist.
Hold on.
Hello.
After we get out of the car, I want to check if we're being followed.
That requires a perception check.
That was kind of the point of this, was to try to lose them.
Crap, I just thought
30.
of this.
DC 20 is what I'm using. So, yes, as far as you can tell right now, you are not being followed.
Okay, before we go in, I'll say wait, and then I will get the pocket scrambler, scramble it up, and contact Aiden. And I'll say, hey, are you there? This is encrypted.
Who are you trying to reach?
Aiden on his comms. With the pocket scrambler.
Ah, okay.
DM, I am going to make a stealth roll right now.
Okay.
Now that I know that we're going to use this stealth roll, which won't be great, but to try to conceal the lightsaber within my clothes. That's what I can give you.
Okay. I'm going to consider you hidden with an 18. You activate the device. It crackles to life with a bit of interference. The low hum of a static fills the air for a moment, but the signal stabilizes. You hear a series of beeps, followed by the familiar voice of Aiden cutting through the static. You're coming through barely. What's the situation?
Once we're encrypting, I assume you know how to deal with that. But yeah, we landed. We need to meet. We're being followed though. We lost them. I got your message.
So things are heating up. We need to make this quick.
Okay, where do you want to meet?
He says something, but it comes through almost staticky.
I didn't catch that.
Come to me.
Okay, got it. We're on our way. And I'll hang up the call. And I'll say, looks like we're going to the warehouse district. This diagnosis can wait. I just contacted Aiden. He said, come to me. I think that's what he wants us to do. So,
Alrighty then.
okay. And we'll do the taxi plan and go to his base.
Okay. You hail a taxi. He takes you to the warehouse district. He drops you off on about a block away from where Aiden is.
I want to make a perception check, see if it's being watched or followed.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong command.
I'll use a force point for that. That would be a 23.
Okay.
Am I being watched or followed?
No, you are not.
Okay.
Not that you can tell. I should say. Not that you can tell.
Okay, we go to his base, see if he's there.
Okay. Just a second here. As now I can get back onto fucking page. As soon as you walk inside, Aiden turns around and there's an edge to his voice as he speaks. You're late. Things are heating up. Imperial agents are crawling all over the planet, asking way too many questions. And it's not just here. I've had whispers of an officer snooping around Mos Eisley, asking about your ship. Whatever you've been up to, it's drawing attention.
Really?
What exactly have you stirred up?
Well, we did run on Gamor to stop a war there and get guards. It's nothing really. But we found a capital ship, a down separatist capital ship with droids. We wanted to pass this off. Maybe it's a possible mission in the future. Here's the
A
coordinates.
capital ship?
Yeah, it's just sitting there out in the jungle or the swamp.
A big one. It's a
You
big
got-
one, partially submerged in swamp, formerly crewed by CIS droids, including a tactical droid. We managed to recover the tactical droid's head, and some of the droids are still active.
Do
Yeah,
you have any idea how much heat something like that brings? It's
We
not
didn't
just a
really-
ship. It's a flag waving, come and get me.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
no
it's
one's
worth
done that.
millions of credits. If we can salvage it and give it to your operation, that would be huge.
He pinches the bridge of his nose. Useful, sure. But holding on to something of that size is like trying to smuggle a Rancor through customs.
Maybe you can sit in dead space until you need it if we get it operational.
Even if it's buried in a swamp, the moment that the Empire gets a whiff of it, they'll have Star Destroyers on your tail faster than you can lift off.
Well, there's
Maybe not, considering its location. It's on Gamor. No one's even going to know that it's there.
no one knows it's there. The Gamorreans probably don't know don't know it's there. There is a small Imperial presence on Gamor, but they're clueless. They're probably not going to find it anytime soon.
That local Imperial garrison is in such poor repair that they probably couldn't even detect a full-scale invasion.
He turns around, his back facing to y'all. Look, I'm not saying we can't use it. If it's intact, it could be a gold mine. Resources, weapons, maybe even old tech we can retrofit. There's
Yeah.
no way you can keep it. It's too hot to hold on to.
Well,
you?
I wanted to, I didn't try to salvage it myself. I need a full crew for that, anyways. And the first person I thought of was you. So, what do you want to do, Captain?
He gives you another sigh. I can send a recovery crew, engineers, supplies. We'll salvage what we can discreetly. And if you're dead set on selling the thing, I know someone who can handle that kind of transaction without raising alarm.
I was thinking more of using
if-
it, but I don't know.
if it was help, I do have the tactical droid data downloaded.
From
So-
across the hangar, somebody perks up and looks up at y'all. A capital ship? You're serious?
Yep.
Yeah,
We have
a
to-
separatist one.
We could retrofit that thing with enough firepower to, and Aiden cuts them off. We're not building a warship, Cal. Salvage first, survive second. Dream later.
No,
Well,
Oh,
here's the
the-
coordinates. Do what you want with it. I mean, do you want us on the operation for the salvage team, or do you want to just handle that yourself?
Well, the engineer, he's excited. He adjusts his gloves and steps forward, his eyes almost glowing. Sorry about that, he says, scratching the back of his head. It's just a capital ship. That's a find of a lifetime.
yeah.
Yep. And with this tactical droid head, you could probably command the droids aboard it.
He
They're
clears
shut
his
down
throat,
right now.
and he gestures over his shoulder. And there's a small group now stepping forward out of the shadows. Let me introduce you to my team.
Alrighty.
So the first to step forward is a Twi'lek with orange skin and a set of intricate tattoos down his tendrils. He gives a nod and says, and the engineer that's talking to you says, "This is Nara. He's a structural specialist. If anything on that ship is unstable or about to collapse, he's the guy who'll make sure you don't all get crushed."
All right.
Hey,
Nara
Nara.
crosses his arms. He says, "I'll also make sure no one gets too ambitious. A ship that size isn't just savage. It's a tomb if you don't respect it."
Mm-hmm.
Next to him is a human woman with a patch over one eye, and a toolbox slung over her shoulder. He grins as he gestures to her. This is Jory. She's a systems expert at navigation, power grids, you name it. If it's still got juice, she can get it running.
Cool.
She gives
Hi,
you a
Jory.
half smirk, and she says, or I can shut it down before it fries us all. Either way, I'll get you covered. Behind her, 3 more figures emerge. There's a Zybrak named Oris. He's a demolition expert, and he's got a crate of explosives in case we need to blow through a sealed hatch or two.
Nice to meet you, Oris.
Yes, that's actually the way it's spelled too, by the way. Behind him is a Rhodian mechanic named Helvo. He's already inspecting a data pad with schematics he pulled from old archives. And he says that the ship systems are salvageable. I might be able to patch them up. He gives a little chirp.
Well, the first thing that you need is a schematic of the vessel, which I believe our partial droid has. Only the head remains because the tactical is damaged, but we do have the control unit plucked straight from that ship. So between what the droid head contains and the connection equipment, which is the strategic control for the remainder of the trip, you should be able to figure out what the layout of the ship.
To which, behind Kelvo there is a young woman with she's got glasses on and she's kind of a little bit shy. She has her head down, and Kel walks up and gives her a clap on the shoulder and says, "Lynn is our tech wizard. If there's anything encrypted or locked down, she'll be able to crack it."
Junk will have to turn over the tactical droid and the control unit. After all, it belongs on that ship, and with any luck, our crew could potentially repair the tactical droid to some form of function.
Yeah, I would go with you, but the Starfang, I don't know how hot it is right now. I'm expecting some kind of tracking unit on my ship. I don't want to lead them straight to the capital ship.
Yeah,
that's true.
Kel turns back to you a bit. He says, "Well, that's the crew. We're good, but if the ship's got life, I think we can bring it. We can bring it back piece by piece or whole if we're lucky."
Yeah, keep me informed on encrypted channels, of course.
Even if you want to scrap the capital ship itself, there's still she'll pat the bag with the tactical droid head parts and all that. With there is a complement of B1 droids, advanced droids, and even droidicas.
Yeah, if you do scrap it, I definitely want to cut, but I'm hoping you guys can use it, and maybe I can be the captain of it, or, at least...
Aiden cuts you off right there. This isn't a droid raid. I can't just send my people after something they don't even know where it's at. If you're not going, they're not going. I'm not sending them into a blind mission.
We'll go. Can I take another ship besides the Starfang?
There's no way I can send some of my ships out there for something like this. This is a shot in the dark. If the Empire is poking around, we may have to scrap this base. I can't afford to send any other ships anywhere else.
Okay, I guess we'll sit on it for now. I mean, you believe me, right? It's the coordinates for it right here.
Well, what we could do is make a dead jump to a place where we could brush the ship over, make sure there's no tracking devices, and then we make our way to Gamor. Although once we get there, that will probably have to be our only visit. If the ship itself is hot.
If I'm going to send a team of engineers, it's now.
I see. Captain? You think we should accept this crew, take a dead jump, check the Starfang, and then go back to Gamora?
Yeah, but I want to scan the outside of it too. I don't want to have to go to void suits and look for the outside. So we can check it out before we jump.
That means checking out at the starport, which I don't like. That's a little
Yeah,
too
Well,
that-
it's just another crew
If we
looking
could- if
for
we could move it to-
looking at its ship, you know. And so shouldn't be too problem.
Well, now that I'm thinking, we can use this crew to help repair the Starfang. All that we need to do is to get the supplies, move it to a hangar, take a couple of days, and check the ship at the same
Yeah,
time.
that'll give us a cover to check the ship out, see if they didn't
Exactly.
run a bug.
Kel
And with
turns and
this
says,
level of
"We can
expertise,
use a shuttle from here. We have the supplies here in the warehouse. We can
Then
use one of
that's
our
perfect.
shuttles, take it to the starport, repair your ship, and leave from there."
But we
Sure.
shouldn't do it at the starport. The starport's a little too public. We need a hangar for this. Besides, there need to be some internal repairs before we get into some Imperial
Well, we
entanglement.
can
Then-
rent out the starport pad.
I would recommend you don't do it here. And this is Aiden talking.
on
Yeah.
Korea at all.
Yes.
What if we just take a shuttle to
They're
Gamora?
already sniffing around. If they're onto you, they're going to find you.
That's
What
a
if
fair
we just
point.
take a shuttle to
Leave.
Gamora?
Well,
You-
that leaves the supplies behind. So if we want to do the supplies for the ship, we can repair it most anywhere,
can-
especially with the expertise of Aiden's crew.
You won't
So
be
we
able to
need
take
to
one of
figure
my
out-
shuttles either. I need every shuttle here in case I do have to scrap this base.
True. So
Okay.
he's
So
offering us
shuttle
this
to the
crew.
starport, and then I don't know. Let's
I'm
just
giving
sweep.
you.
Go on.
Sorry. I'm giving you 2 weeks, as those are my engineers, and I will need them back.
And for
No
the
problem.
amount of time it's going to take for them to scan the ship, we're going to have to leave now, in whatever condition the Starfang's in. Which
All
is
right,
gonna
let's
have
just
enough
take a shuttle to Sparrow with the full crew, and I guess one person is going to fly the shuttle back while we
I
scan.
can send it. I can send a captain to retrieve the shuttle. Leave
Okay.
it at the port, and I will have somebody pick it up.
Okay.
No problem. Then we will scan the Starfang before we leave. It shouldn't take too long with everybody helping. Make sure there's no trackers, and then just get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
All right.
Oh,
The crew?
Aiden, there is something else. The deal that we made with your contact is no longer valid. The mushroom people have found a home. They found a place to live. So
Have
we
they
no longer need his assistance.
I think you've already received it. He gives you a wink, and then picks up a data pad and walks away.
Okay, let's take that shuttle, boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that supposed to be?
Boys and gals.
Non-binary pals.
Let's go.
So they start loading supplies onto a shuttle. We're gonna skip, an hour or so of
Yeah.
loading
I don't
here.
want that.
I'm not
I
gonna
want to know every detail
make
of the
something happen
loading.
here in this
Do you
meantime.
want
They-
a perception check to check for
I'm
bugs? I'm
starting to
having
find-
everybody look for bugs.
when we get to the starport, let me give the scene to get there.
Okay.
Let's go.
So everybody gets on the shuttle. The warehouse door, the top of the warehouse splits, and you realize there's a mechanism up there for the roof. The shuttle is able to lift out and take off toward the port. The
You're
top of
already
the
prepared
top
for
of the door closes again.
We're already preparing for an evacuation. This base isn't going to last long. Corellia's and their shipyards is one of the key places for the building of the Empire's TIE fighters and the Star Destroyers as well.
Matter of fact, as you say that, I have a
scene
scene now. As you say that, you were able to look up from the shuttle as you were flying over the city, and above you, you can see a half-assembled Star Destroyer.
And the shipyards in Corellia are legendary. So is the swoop bike race. I'm sorry that we don't get to stay here longer, but it's definitely not a place where we want to be, especially after what we did on Terrace. We caused quite a bit of trouble there. but I don't think our reputation spread quite this way. Not yet, anyway. But there's something else that disturbs me. I mean, look at the patterns. They're loading up as we speak. These wings aren't really patrolling the planet. These TIE fighter wings are headed toward the Star Destroyers. Whatever the Empire is planning, it's something big.
And now that you're looking up again, you can see that there is a fully functional Star Destroyer in orbit over the planet.
Look there. Air cover by the Empire, watching over this operation. Aiden was right. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible.
You continue to hover over the planet for a little bit longer. Starport comes into view. You take the pilot calls it in. You take a hangar not too
he
far
doesn't
from your
have
original
to
ship.
make a pilot check?
No, he doesn't. Welcome to
He
NPCs.
doesn't have to.
Welcome to NPCs.
That's bullshit, but okay. I should just have my droid pilot.
Oh, your droid pilot would still have to make a check.
What if I hire whatever pilot they're using to do it?
If you get someone else to fly you, yeah. We'll see. Good luck. Anyway, he lands. You make it back to the Starfang, and the crew starts moving supplies. They have the floating supply thingies. I don't know why the words are hard for me now.
Hoverlifts.
Yes, hoverlifts. They start loading up the ship. What would you like to do from here?
Get everybody to look for bugs.
Okay.
Yes, we have the time.
Like
So how do
insects?
you want to look
Okay.
for bugs? You want to do
Um,
perception? You want to use a device? What do you want to do?
I'll use
I'm
perception.
stooping down and like sniffing around. You know, that's how you look for bugs.
All right,
Then he
everybody who wants to
Yep.
participate can roll a perception check at this time.
Junk will do it mechanically. Just like
Okay,
What is?
I'm going to allow you to make an improv device right now.
I'm gonna spend
If
a
you want
force
to
point
make the
on this.
device, you're going to need a DC of 20 to make the device,
Oh wait, that doesn't
and then
count.
a
That's on my
use
note.
computer check to use it.
Ooh, I just thought of something.
But it will be a tool, and I'll give you a +2 for it.
okay, so mechanics to
Make the
make
device.
the tool. Alrighty.
DC 20 to make it. Pretty easy. You're making a scanner for frequencies.
Yep. And now a use computer check.
Yes, to use it.
D20.
And since it is a tool, you can have a +2.
This here, use computer 13. Then +2 on top of that. I'll use a force point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use a force point on my 24.
Yeah, because you said it was a DC 20 we're using.
Yes. Okay.
Uh,
So here's what's going to happen.
okay,
Here,
there
I'm
we
going
go.
to do something a little different. With your permission, DM. I don't know if I fly or not. But instead of using my perception, I'm going to use the Force to touch the Starfang on every surface that my hand can reach, and sense the flow of the Force through the ship to see whether there is anything on the exterior that is not native to the ship's original construction.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I have
you
a
can do that.
question.
Use the force. Give me a check.
I
Before I
will-
give answers to everyone else, I want yours to come through also now.
What do I roll for a smell check?
Perception. That's still under
Okay.
perception. Ortug, it smells of metal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know you're getting a smart ass remark for that low.
Yes, this metal is smell of metal.
I would have done better with my normal perception. That
It
sucks.
smells of metal and rust.
I got
Well,
a
if there's
30.
anything force sensitive that's been attached to this, I might find.
Attached to the ship? No.
Good. Then that's one avenue down. And I'll report
There
back
is
to the
nothing
captain.
that was force sensitive attached to the ship. No.
Yeah, I will
However,
report back to the captain.
there is faintly something of the dark side to the ship. You can't put your finger on it.
I'll take the captain aside and tell Yondo, on the side, I do sense something of the dark side aboard this ship. I don't know where, and I don't know what it is, but it's not attached to the hull.
Okay.
Nonetheless, the rest of you find nothing either. There's no outgoing frequencies junk. There's nothing attached to the ship your hull that is unnatural. And you were on Gamor. You have a few like weird bugs and stuff attached to it. Nothing abnormal though. You do need to clean your ship to get it off. You also have I forgot the word for it. There's a type of leech. It's sucking part of your engine power.
What, am I not attached to this thing?
I forgot what they called it.
Minox.
Is that what it is? You go away.
I'll how hard is it? I'll do a knowledge life science to see how hard it is to remove the leech.
Leeches are good eating. Let me tell you.
According to
Can I
this,
just
it's called an energy leech.
can I make a knowledge life science to see if I can just pull them off?
I'm reading on it right now. You can make a knowledge life science, and I'll tell you how. It's a creature with a flexible head, able to direct themselves and flexible jaw. It latches onto the surface. And not only often bites into the metal surface, but more importantly, the section of the leech will clamp down on whatever it hits. The creature is a pest type creature. It often remains steady and attached and alive. Gray, range drain. Lack of. Yeah, it drains the energy, shields, and general system power. Very hard to remove once attached.
With my life science check, can I know if it's safe to fly to Gamor right now, or do I need to get it removed?
Oh, you can definitely fly to Gamor. However, it is sucking power, and it will grow, and it can breathe in space. You've heard about this before, and being on a planet like Gamor, you can see why.
I'll say Ortug pull.
It is also very dumb. It does not have a very smart brain, according to this. Not hard to pierce with any kind of weapon. Does not breed on its own. I'm pulling up information on it. It doesn't say how to remove it. It just says that it's hard to remove.
Can we
now the
like
real
attack it
question
and
is,
kill it?
It says that you can pierce it pretty easily.
Well, we better dispose of it so that we're not blamed latching onto the next ship that uses this landing pad.
However, it says that it eats energy, so I'm very curious how you're going to pull it off. Because shooting it's not really going to work. It's going to eat that. It's going to absorb it.
Is that that weird like thing from Empire Strikes Back that was on the ship?
I
not?
can show you a picture of it. Here, I'm gonna give you a picture of it.
I think the real question is it safe for Ortug to eat?
I would not recommend it.
Do you think that's going to stop Ortug?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the next question.
I'm gonna have Ortug to pull it off.
It is not a Minot.
It's not. Oh my.
This is what it looks like here.
Ortug pull.
Oh, yeah, we have to dispose of
A
that thing.
rope.
We're going to have to end a life here. That way we're not accused
It's-
of bringing this like a disease to Corellia.
It says here it's a swarm energy leech, non-sentient, part of a hive mind.
Ortug, Paul.
We
Okay.
need to get rid of this.
Yoink.
Do I have to roll anything to pull or?
No, you can just make a strength check.
Okay.
It does stink. It says it has a noticeable stink to it.
Do you think
Oh,
that's going to stop Wartug?
Oh, good. There goes our reputation.
I've eaten a basket of nails.
Oh
That
no!
one.
Oh no. It's too slippery. It's all slimy.
You
Look
slip,
at it. It's all
fall,
slimy.
and fall on your ass. Congratulations. It says the following here. I'm gonna give you this information.
Slimy.
Drains energy shields general power
Oh,
systems. Flies and breathes in a vacuum. Very hard to remove once attached, and can suffer grievous injuries as long as the head is intact.
Okay, I'm gonna take
Can,
out.
can I? Can,
I'm-
can Junk make a tool to pry the leech off?
It
How
doesn't say that you
big
can't.
is this creature?
It says that the jaws are sharp enough to pierce metal, so it's bit into the metal of your ship.
How large is the creature in terms of size?
Small. Tiny.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my surgery
About-
kit.
It's
And
about.
try
It's
to-
about. It's got the height of about. It says about 9 inches.
Oh, and it's small. This is
It can-
easy.
It can get as big as 4 feet 9 inches, but the most are about 2 feet.
I'm gonna get my surgery kit out and surgically remove it from my ship.
Okay. You're gonna perform surgery on this thing?
Like I have scalpels and shit. I'm just gonna cut into it with scalpels and remove it from my ship.
Kind of have to throw away those scalpels.
Bro, I could sterilize them.
Pest like these is a pest. This was until a large bulk fire. Living off
This
of
is
metal.
actually a simple matter.
What it does is it lives off of the metal. It
If you can
eats
pry
the
it
metal.
somewhat loose, Yondo, then I can use my abilities to pull it away from the ship, and the rest of us can end its life. This can be relatively simple.
Maybe not that, because we are on a pad. There's probably cameras watching.
No, but it's relatively subtle. And if I move it downward, it will have simply ship. No one will notice. Besides, no one wants this thing to be around. They'll be more concerned with us
Here.
destroying it than the method of its destruction.
Sonar, sonic waves. That is a way to remove it, it says.
But we don't know that.
I made a pretty nice life science check. I think I do know that. I'm gonna tell Junk. Sonar, sonic waves. Can you make a
Okay.
device?
You have nothing like that right now to make. I mean, you get to make a whole new device. It'll take you a while. You done made a device today. I'm not going to let you just make another one instantly.
Let's just cut it up and then just leave with it because we have to get out of here.
True, but we can't leave the head attached.
Yeah,
that
we'll leave
you
the
will
head
know.
attached.
You will know. If you leave the head attached, the creature's alive.
Yeah, but if we cut it, it'll won't eat as fast, right?
It'll still eat. It says it can survive injuries. I mean, it can still eat. So
It will still puncture the hull. You need to get it loose of the hull and then destroy it. Loosen it from the hull using your surgical tool. I'll do the rest of the work once it's on the ground. Or Tug, you can do what it is that you do best.
Okay, I'll use my surgery kit to try to loosen it.
okay.
After that, I will move object, because I can do that now. And this is a small object, so I don't need much of a roll. just needs to be loosened first.
You want me to make a treat injury check?
Yeah, you're gonna need to make a surgery check.
That's treat injury.
You're treating injury on a starship, by the way.
I'll use a force point.
Oh boy.
That's
23.
that's still not going to help you, as it says very hard to remove, which tells me your DC is 30.
Okay,
Well,
so I'll save the force point.
allow me. Allow me. If that's what we need, what's the DC now?
DC is 30 to remove it, but depends
Well-
on what you're doing. I mean, so there is weaknesses to this thing.
Well, the weakness is the head, so it's not gripping anywhere but except by the head. It's just it has a weak grip everywhere else. So all I
The
need
jaws.
to do.
I'm gonna read the weaknesses to you. So the jaws are sharp enough to pierce metal, but the creature is also slow on land, making it a sitting duck on a solid surface. The creature is dumb. They are stupid. Without a hive and having a strong connection to it, the animal will likely stay where it is. It's got thin skin, not hard to pierce with any kind of weapon, and very rarely grows any type of armor. It has no ranged ability and does not bleed on its own.
Question:
Right then.
Did Glitch's loadout include any sonic device?
Ah, now we're thinking, huh?
Yeah.
Can we ask?
He has a taser. He has a multi-spectrum searchlight. That might come in handy. That might give you something. He has a high-speed cutting torch and welder. He could pretty much cut it off.
Yeah,
It's
we
the head
could cut it
out
off.
of the metal. We need to get the head out of the metal. I guess the only other option now is brute force. Wartug and my powers combined might be able to pull the creature's head off of the craft if all else fails. It's risky, but it's possible.
Let's see here. Thickness point shaft, skill focus, training weapon proficiency, magnetic. One probe. He has a probe. He could try to remove it. Appendage, one magnetic can, one rocket. Diagnostic package, spring loaded. Here's central range, translator, cut it, hidden holster. He has an electroshock probe, a wrist blaster, and a blaster carbine.
Well, the droid has a heuristic processor. Why don't we just ask the droid for options?
That is true.
Yeah. Do you know how we can remove this in energy leech?
To which he begins scanning the leech. He walks around it, scans it from every angle. He turns, says, "Well, that's complicated. It's latched on pretty tight. Tearing it off requires precise tools or a lot of brute force. But to be honest, it might be simpler to cut the energy it feeds off of. If you disable the power source, it'll eventually lose interest and detach."
Well, what circuit is it attached to? That's the problem.
Yeah.
His eyes flicker to red and says, "Be careful. It doesn't give up easily. If you don't cut the power, it'll keep feeding until it's done. Or until someone kills it.
Yeah.
Puncturing the head, carefully of course, will stop its feeding. But to remove it without proper tools can be risky. You're dealing with an annoyingly persistent creature.
We're also dealing with a mid-city spaceport. I'm sure that they've encountered these before. We should just ask the dockmaster.
We could use a highly specialized cutter or an energy field, maybe. Maybe pushing it off with a force field might get it to detach.
Perhaps, but I think we're also thinking a little too hard. This is a specialized spaceport, and a lot of ships come through here. We're not the only one to have picked up an energy leech or a minoc along.
I didn't want to. I could easily take it to a repair shop. I'm sure they know what to do with it, but we don't have time. We have to go.
Yeah.
Might be true, but it sounds, according to our droid friend, it sounds like a single step to detach it. And I'm sure that the dock workers or the dock master would be glad to remove these things to ensure that they don't latch on to another ship.
Glitch reaches over
the credits in hand.
to his wrist, detaches it, turns to Junk, hands his wrist to Junk, puts his hand up, or his what's left of his wrist, up to the creature and activates the rocket.
Wait, hey,
whoa.
whoa.
After a boom.
we stop before he fires a rocket point blank.
What's the damage?
We don't want to blow up the ship, Glitch.
Hang on.
Oh, you already fired it.
I'm pulling it up. Give me just a moment.
This is why we don't take Glitch with us.
Can't take you
Okay.
anywhere. Can't leave you alone for 5 minutes. Now we're going to cause an explosion on yet another landing pad and attract the attention of the whole damn planet.
You're allowed to fire
Thank you.
rocket ammunition. Not considered pistols.
No, we cannot have this happen.
That's why
It's already happened. He put his arm up to it and fired it. It's already cannon.
Great.
8 + 4. Okay.
Are we all taking this damage? How big is the area?
It's considered a pistol. I mean, so.
Okay.
Single shot, right? This is an area attack. How
Ah,
close were
shit.
y'all?
We're
How
pretty
close were y'all?
close. We're pretty close.
Okay. Well,
We're all like huddled around this leech talking about it. And
4
Glitch
+
just
2.
walks up to it and does
4
this.
Ah.
He's getting a timeout after this for sure.
+ Everybody takes 9 damage.
What happens? Is it like a explosion?
Oh yeah, there's a whole kaboom.
Now, yeah, let's examine the hole once we get our senses back.
Yeah, I look at my ship. Is it damaged?
All right, give me a perception check.
Oh no.
I mean, it has damage reduction.
Yes, it does.
Look what you did.
There's something else. So you'll have to give me a perception to see what it's done.
25.
The leech is gone.
Yay!
There's nothing left of it.
And
Oh, nothing. Your ship is fine.
Say, what the hell was that, Glitch?
You all took some damage. Each of you took 9 damage.
Glitch, what the hell was that?
You told me to remove it.
Next time, do not explode in a spaceport or anywhere else without our permission.
Parameters
Ask permission
updated.
first. Ask permission before you do big explosion.
Permission was granted, though.
Ask permission specifically. If your processor says explosion, ask permission. Can I do explosion?
Parameters updated.
I'm going to hold my wounded shoulder,
Hmm.
which is still not comfortable. Walk over to the ramp, input the code, and start climbing up the ramp because we're going to have to leave the planet because we just caused an explosion on a spaceport landing pad.
Yep, let's go, guys.
Let's go. Ow. I'm gonna go lay down.
All right, so everybody gets aboard.
Yeah, because that's like a fourth of Junk's HP.
9?
Where is Aiden's
Junk,
crew?
Junk has a
Is Aiden's crew aboard yet?
Yeah, they were already loading stuff aboard.
Junk has a total of
So
39
as
hit points.
So as I'm climbing aboard, explain to the crew, our droid made a mistake, caused an explosion. We have to leave now.
Alrighty.
I'm walking towards the captain's seat. I contact air traffic control. Permission to depart.
There is nothing.
Smoke still spreading from underneath the ship. Stormtroopers approaching. Right.
Okay. If everybody's on board, I depart.
Okay, so you lift up, take off.
Okay.
No flight plan, no permissions. Fuck this place.
Yep.
We're out. Great. Great.
You're going to need a pilot check to take off.
Of course I do.
Yeah. Because we're under duress again.
Yep.
Because of this. Roll one. Go ahead. Complete the shit show.
I will die laughing if he rolls a 1.
I rolled.
Oh.
It's above
But
a
that's
20.
enough.
It's a good check.
That's enough to get you airborne.
Hey,
In a hurry.
hey, here's a tip on those checks. Take 10.
Well, I mean,
You
Sure.
lift off.
Roll. Take 10.
You lift off, and just as you do, you kind of flip the ship around, and when you do, you notice stormtroopers starting to enter the hangar you were in.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I
We're
just
out.
go.
We're out.
And as you do, you take off, leave atmosphere. Nothing seems to be following you. You seem to have the jump.
Okay, we jump to more. I mean, we
You're
already
in hyperspace.
Yeah, we already established there's no bugs. There's no point doing a dead jump.
Yes, you're fine. You jump to hyperspace.
Okay.
On
I
that,
guess-
we'll take a small break.
Yeah. I guess we can talk to the new crew members and get to know them and their operation better and stuff like that. We have a lot of downtime.
We're gonna jump when we come back. We're gonna take a break right now. When
All
we
right.
come back, we're gonna jump to Gamor. We are gonna jump this a little bit.
Yes.
Can I
I
get
think-
info out of character on the crews?
Yes,
Like
we're gonna have some info.
Because it should be a couple days at least, like more.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. But we're also gonna skip a little bit because I have a place I want to end on.
Okay.
So
5 minutes.
we're gonna skip a little bit. We're gonna come back. You're entering Gamor's atmosphere when we come back.
Okay.
This is going to be the next. You're gonna get to the ship rather easily, is what's gonna happen. But you don't have to go through the compounds and the Gamorrean, the matrons, all that again.
We'll get there when we get there. 5 minutes. Take 5.
Yes.
Okay.